Cops of the labels, the haters speaking on me. Glizzy singing pressure, rebuking the demons breathing on me. I'm chasing meals, 1 foot in the field, I'm trying to snatch it out. But since it's something leaving stuck, ain't shit to talk about. Confidential, when we speak of business, cause these niggas iffy. Envy from the closest, won't be surprised if the homies shit me. The opposition, think they want above, cause niggas straight offense. Keep my name in their dinner, look deep right, I'm like these groupie bitches. If he ain't prone to go for shoulder, then I ain't fucking with him. Respecting and connected, with the street shit, I'm a made nigga. My toss, severe sucker size of trying to blow him down. He crossing for a bitch, just imagine them people come around. On the glizzy thought y'all was solid, ain't that about a bitch drip sauce? Mix the Louis with the off-white, you niggas hoes. Game goofy, nowhere boss like. VV's on my chest, Jubilee on my left wrist, and white and blue. B-22s off my checklist. Ride around with 7.6 tools, bitch, we reckless. 30 plus shots if you reach at this necklace. TVC, blast first gang, bitch, we wreck shit. Currency, watch it stack it up like it's Tetris. White on white whips, and I still got the Lexus. Step foot in front of this AR, that's a death wish. It's funny games, so I'm hollow tips to this funny bone. We sitting with a long ass face, I guess it's money gone. Drop low on 2 niggas, that shit had me up. Since you niggas pocket, watch you go ahead, add me up. Smack.
We ain't into that. You niggas ain't got a bag, we ain't into that. We ain't into that. That bitch don't fuck it over, we ain't into that. We ain't into that. You niggas ain't on the block, we ain't into that. We ain't into that. You niggas don't turn no blocks, we ain't into that.
It ain't no plan, both sides, that's what the suckers do. I feel the fans been watching close, I gotta stick and move. Glizzy with a drum, thumbing through blue strips when these bitches choosing. They tryna catch me to wet me, that's why I'm sticking moving. Bitch, I'm a thug that hold a grass, so I can't cease to shooting. 100 to the jeweler, 30 on my wrist freezing. I'm overlapping niggas quick, it ain't no competition. Bitches feeling bitter, cause I'm popping in on that nigga. Let it fall back, and I'ma ride one of these rapping niggas. The shooters off of E, bounce out and get the gas and niggas. Talk about 100, I spent it twice cause the bag right. Do it for my section, trying to get us at some limelight. Killers on level 4 with no parole, that's facing double life. Broke it out, the bitch was in the bricks when I was selling white. Killers on level 4 with no parole, that's facing double life. Broke it out, the bitch was in the bricks when I was selling white as hands up.
We ain't into that. You niggas ain't got a bag, we ain't into that. We ain't into that. That bitch don't fuck it over, we ain't into that. We ain't into that. You niggas ain't on the block, we ain't into that. We ain't into that. You niggas don't turn no blocks, we ain't into that.
Know me, been off the points is like back when. Gang in the field, bitch, we be so like the Pac-10.
Gangland, we around this motherfucker, baby.
Oh, man, bitch, stand on that. To the head, I'll show a nigga's feelings. My 9th and Wood nigga, up the street from the village.
We ain't into that. You niggas don't turn no blocks, we ain't into that.
something. Ooh.
Y'all know what it is. It's Gangland TV the SitDown live. Hit the like button. Don't be boosty. And subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell, man. That shit easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Subscribing, that's free as fuck. Hit the notification bell, that's free as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That shit's free.
Gang in the field, bitch. We be something like the Pac-10.
We know this was a shootout, a wild shootout between two women, store customers, popular store there in Livonia.
This is the Nichols Party Shop, a very popular party store on Merriman, right off of I-96 in Livonia. Inside today, regular customers tell me they can't believe their favorite shop is now also a murder scene, saying what happened here early this morning is truly senseless. All three involved have now been taken into custody. Customers and the clerk here say whatever that argument was about should not have resulted in a total of 3 people being shot and 1 person losing their life.
I asked investigators if any of this has to do with self-defense. They said no. They're seeking charges against everyone involved in the shooting here. Also, talked to the store manager. Everything here caught on store security video. Police dealing with that video right now.
27-year-old Markayla Sadler was an outgoing, loving, joyful, caring, and ambitious woman with a beautiful soul to match. She was loved by everyone she came across and had a close relationship with her family, including a host of siblings, her mother and father. Most importantly, she was a devoted mother to a 3-year-old baby boy. No one could have imagined the chain of events that would soon take place. Around 1 a.m. on July 18th, police were called to the Nicholas's Party Shop on 13820 Merriman Road near I-96 for reports of the shooting. Upon arrival, they would find multiple people suffering from gunshot wounds.
Looking into a fatal shooting that left a woman dead, police say a number of shots were fired in a parking lot.
This happened this morning at a party store on Merriman in Livonia. A 24-year-old woman from Detroit was killed.
The victim was identified as 27-year-old Markayla Sadler, who was sadly pronounced dead at the scene. 3 other individuals, including the suspect, suffered non-life-threatening injuries and are in stable condition. A look into the case revealed that Markayla had just picked up her son from her grandmother's home and was on the way home when she stopped at the store. While inside, she and another woman identified as 24-year-old Lanaya Khan of Detroit got into an argument after the two bumped into each other inside of Nicholas's Party Shop. The argument spilled out into the parking lot and continued to escalate, ultimately becoming physical. At some point, Khan pulled out a gun and fatally shot Markayla. An acquaintance of Markayla's also fired back, injuring Khan and a 24-year-old acquaintance. Following Markayla's untimely murder, hundreds of people, including family and friends, hosted a vigil at a park in Redford to celebrate and honor her life. Markayla's family says although they feel a sense of relief that an arrest has been made, the damage of losing Markayla is irreparable. People have arguments every day, but you should never have to die behind it.
The family of a woman killed in a deadly dispute is speaking out for justice tonight as another woman faces charges. Good evening and thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Mike Duffy. It all started with an argument at a Livonia liquor store. Police say the trouble spilled into the parking lot early Tuesday where shots rang out, ending in tragedy. Tonight, the victims' relatives opened up to 7 Action News reporter Whitney Burney about the senseless and painful loss. Whitney?
That shooting happened right here outside of Nicholas's Party Store just off of I-96 in Livonia. Police have identified the victim as 27-year-old Markayla Sadler, a young mother of a 3-year-old son and a business owner. Her family says this altercation all started because of a shoulder bump.
She had a whole life, you know.
Sitting on a couch surrounded by her husband and children.
She was just fun, you know. Everybody loved her.
Lakeisha Matthews is remembering the light her daughter Markayla Sadler brought into every room.
She was a person, you know. She has a mother, she has a father, she has siblings, she has a son.
But the 27-year-old story was cut short this week. Police say they were called to Nicholas's Party Shop near Merriman in I-96 around 1 a.m. Tuesday after 2 women got into an argument inside. Investigators say shortly after the argument spilled into the parking lot, 24-year-old Lanaya Khan grabbed a gun and fatally shot Sadler.
Her son is 3 years old, he'll be 4, and now he doesn't have a mother, all over a argument in a store.
A man who was with Sadler at the time returned fire, injuring the suspect and a 24-year-old man who fled the scene. Khan is now facing charges for second-degree murder and felony firearm.
I just want for the person who done this to go to jail and stay in jail. I feel like their life should be over also.
And while the wheels of justice begin to turn, Sadler's family says it won't bring back their Kayla, the life of the party that was so well loved.
Love you, yeah.
Love evident by the number of people who showed up to celebrate her at a vigil on Thursday.
You can't even go to the store. You can't even get into an altercation. I mean, you know, people have arguments every day. We have arguments at work. We have arguments at home. You know, you shouldn't have to die behind that.
Sadler's family is currently working to start a college fund for her 3-year-old son.
Markayla's family is working to start a college fund for her son, with all donations being sent to the Cash App, $ Lakeisha Sadler. 24-year-old Lanaya Khan was arraigned on charges of second-degree murder and felony firearm and is facing life in prison and is being held without bond. She's due back in court on August 3rd for a probable cause hearing. Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy also issued a charge against 25-year-old Corey Campbell, who allegedly returned fire during the incident, for improper concealed weapon licensing. Police said Campbell had an expired concealed pistol license, so he is now charged with carrying a concealed weapon. The case remains ongoing.
We know this was a shootout, a wild shootout between two.
Damn, all that over getting bumped.
Oh shit.
Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Salute, gang.
Yeah, we heard you. Where you go?
We back. I thought my mic was tripping. We back, but you know, we got Miss Nat over there with the rollers on. You know what I'm saying? We caught her with the rollers.
Bun it, baby, bun it.
with the rollers on under the bonnet.
Oh no rollers. Sorry.
She had that good bonnet on, man. Hey, some motherfuckers go outside like that.
Oh no. Leave the bonnet
no
at
cares in the
home.
world, man. And to prove that y'all gonna take y'all ass up in that goddamn Walmart, whether it's a super Walmart, the neighborhood Walmart, you go in there, you gonna see a bitch half naked in a bonnet.
And some pajamas.
I swear to God, I'm like, man, what made you think that Walmart is the place to come in this motherfucker with your cheeks out with a bonnet on?
Now ain't nothing wrong with a Keisha Cole bonnet because they look stylish. But a regular bonnet, nah, I think not.
Nah, they popping out. I'm talking about cheeks out. It be some white people too. You know what I'm saying? You know, some white folks.
That should be blowing me because what the fuck be y'all got?
Man, big pale legs out, looking like an unthawed piece of chicken.
Well, when you got to run out, I guess I'm just going to run out, get what I got to get, and come home.
No, but I can't say though. Some bitches do be having their hair done under it.
Yep.
Yeah, my granny.
But I seen one. This bitch had on some Cheetos fucking underwear. Like, girl, you need some sweatpants or something on.
Not the Cheetos. I know exactly what you talk about too.
Whatever happened to the old school swoop?
They had
my
the whole little
my granny used to
Cheeto
put her hair
fit.
in a swoop, and then she'd like it'd be like a she'd comb it, she'd comb that motherfucker all the way around, like comb it all the way around.
Oh, she have it wrapped
like a little comb, and then she like put something over that.
Damn it!
Her hair be wrapped.
Yeah, it was like she combed it into like a little, looked like a piece of fucking yogurt. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was. But a motherfucker. But I played that last
beehive where it's wrapped around her head.
Yeah. I played that last content because notice they mentioned that the lady The girl that shot at the other girl, all she did was bump into her on accident, and she shot her. They end up giving her second-degree murder. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they're trying to charge the lady. I forgot her name, last name Alexander, but the lady who unalived Miss Crosby. You know, they saying it's not manslaughter anymore. It's second degree.
Mm-hmm.
Good, her ass needs something.
You know,
One
like
who caught the young lady with her husband.
Shit, you gonna
Is
kill
that the one
somebody
talking
because you
about?
caught somebody with your man, the motherfucker that owes you loyalty, not this bitch.
you know what, but you know what that mean, though, right? Whatever her mama gave to them people, that shit stuck. Wait a
Yep.
minute, this ain't no manslaughter. How y'all charging her with manslaughter? Listen
That's
to this
why
tape.
it was a joke, man.
That
Yeah,
sounds
Slaughter.
like
Yeah.
something I hate.
I seen
Like
the
that
video.
was like a hate crime. Like you feel me? Like bitch, just because somebody bumped into you, bitch, you want to kill somebody?
I
Like
seen this video of
you
this
hella
girl.
childish.
Some girls came to her home or whatever. Now that right there, okay, I get it because they came uninvited. The bitch ended up shooting both of the girls on the live. But this situation, she was invited by your husband. So my whole thing is, regardless of how you felt about whatever the fuck, yo nigga, I don't give a fuck how much I love that nigga. You're getting shot too. I'm not just gonna be sending her to the hospital. You going too, nigga. But I'm not gonna send her to the hospital. I'm gonna send you, nigga, because I have vows with you. I married you. I didn't marry her.
Right, that part.
Yeah, I think people should. I mean, yeah, you're mad, you're upset, but your beef is not really with the other person. It's more so with your significant other or your spouse.
The motherfucker
Right.
you lay down
That
with
part.
every
So it's
day.
like, in reality, to do something to them will feel great. You know what? I'm gonna beat up this nigga that you was in here fucking in my house. I'm gonna beat him the fuck up
Yeah.
and I want you to feel bad. You know what I'm saying? After I knock his ass the fuck out. But then again, it's like, damn, why should I knock him the fuck out when she's wrong? You know? Never knowing the situation at hand. It could be a situation where, hey, you know, I'm as a man, I'm taking care of my wife, you know, or girlfriend, you know, she's living with me, but got the nerve to want to bring a nigga in my house and fuck him. You know what I'm saying? You could have went to this nigga house, you could have went to the room, the Snooty Fox, your auntie house, but yet you want to come in my house and disrespect me by fucking another nigga. Now I'm gonna kick you. I could put my hands on you, but that'll be wrong. Now I'm gonna be in
But
jail while you out fucking and sucking on Tom and Jerry. But
you know
nah,
what don't
I'm
make
gonna
sense
kick
to
you
me
the fuck
though?
out.
There's no shit right with me. You
That's how I'm
killed
gonna deal
her.
with you. I'm gonna kick you the fuck. I'm not gonna fuck with blood. I'm not gonna beat him up. I'm not gonna none of that. You know,
Send them
But
on
my
out the
whole
door.
thing is, you
I'm gonna
said
go
That's
ahead
how
and
you.
you
kick that
killed her. So
that girl
what
out.
happens when he bring the next 10 girls in your house? You gonna kill them too? You gonna shoot and kill them too?
Mm-mm.
Is that still gonna apply to him? Like, is he still just gonna keep getting away with this shit? You ain't gonna give
Or
him no consequence?
or just let me get my lick back. You sit your ass right here. I'm gonna go find me
You
the
stay
baddest
right
bitch I can
here.
find tonight, and I'm gonna fuck her while you down here in the living
Babe, this
room.
is Bob. Bob, this
So
is
let me
Dave.
get my lick back.
Nah.
The
Two wrongs
fuck?
don't make a
I
right
ain't
though.
gonna
Somebody,
I ain't gonna
I
do nothing
know
to
you
you.
don't.
I ain't gonna do nothing to
About
the nigga. Let me get my
somebody.
since you think it's cool to fuck niggas in my house. Let me go find the baddest bitch I can find. And while you downstairs in the living room, I'm gonna take her upstairs and I'm gonna beat it out the frame, nigga, flat out.
But is that fair to Luke Gang? But is that fair to the person that you using to accomplish a lick back? Because what if they feel and get involved and they don't know that they being used for a lick back? You see what I'm saying?
That
Oh
ain't
Well,
gonna
well,
do
they
shit.
should
this
have
is the
did what
thing.
they
This is the
did.
thing.
They
That's
should
that's
have
gonna
did what they
that's gonna
did.
be
That's not the
we
whole.
gonna
That
have
is
an
not the point at
understanding,
all.
but
The
we gonna
point
get
is,
back
I
to
got
that.
my lick back. That's just that. He don't have
Right.
to
That's
know
So you
all
shit.
we
don't
was
care,
doing.
but
Shit,
so you
my
y'all don't
girl,
care.
my girl
But
was out doing all type of
I'm
shit.
getting
You know
my
what I
lick
mean?
back off top.
She wanted to, you know, my girl was cheating on a nigga. You know what I mean? She was cheating. You
And
know,
9 times out of the 10,
I'm
out of
just
10,
out
the
Well,
bitch
having
gonna
fun.
ask
You
me,
know,
hey, look, my nigga cheated on me. I need my
we gonna let
little
her
yeah,
baby.
know what's going on. Hey, you know, I'm just out. You know what I'm saying? I got somebody there at home, but you know, little bullshit going on. You want to come to the hut? It's smooth
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
So you,
Oh,
so
okay.
you
So
guys
she
cover.
there? Yeah, she there, but don't worry about her. Don't trip over.
Don't worry about her. You already
Nigga,
know.
a
She
motherfucker
downstairs.
try that shit. Now, come on now. You better take that motherfucker to a motel. You ain't finna bring no bitch up in here now. Hell no.
But you shouldn't have fucked a nigga in my house. Now I could go bad. I could have slapped you. I could have kicked you out. I could have did hella shit. But no, I said you sit right here,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
gonna go
Yeah,
find me
in
the
the house.
baddest bitch I can find, and I'm gonna stick this horse dick in her. How about that? How about that?
but
We
Nah,
gonna
you
get
never
on.
just
Listen,
do
we
yeah,
gonna
that.
get mad.
yeah,
We gonna get even.
we all adults now. You know, my thing is you two
This
wrongs
nigga
don't
said
make
I'm
a
gonna
right.
stick this
I'm
horse dick in
sorry.
you.
It doesn't.
I'm gonna
It
put my
doesn't.
pistol in
But
both of y'all face, and both of y'all
it
gonna have to get
doesn't.
up and down. I'm throwing her out and his clothes out, changing my locks because I'm a locksmith. You got
Two wrongs
zero
does
to
not make
two
a right. Two
seconds
wrongs does not
to
make a
leave.
right. But when somebody is totally just disrespecting you, like two wrongs does not make a right.
Because I know me.
If you get cheated on, you either gonna forgive them. Don't bring it up. Ah, well, bitch, you cheated on me back
Mm-mm.
on. Don't bring it
Mm-mm.
up. I thought you, don't dwell on the past, cause motherfucker, you could get left right there with it. Don't
Mm-mm.
dwell on the past. If you forgive a motherfucker, forgive them. Don't dwell on the past, cause you're gonna get your ass left right back with it.
That's
Understand
why
that,
you
hey,
get
I
rid
fucked
of
up. Whatever y'all did, it was wrong. Two wrongs doesn't make a right. But in a situation like that, where she's living with the man, he's taking care of her. Hey, it's not right, but hey, I'm gonna show you how I feel.
What they say, moral of the
Show you
story
how
is
I
do
feel.
unto others what you want done to you. So if you don't want me to go do that, you shouldn't have did it to me. Period.
You see what I'm saying? By all means, it's not right. But in that situation, hold on, girl, you don't pay a bill in
Sometimes you
here.
just gotta let a
You
motherfucker
don't pay
feel
a
how you
bill in
feel.
here.
The
You
fuck?
know, even if it was your house, y'all don't see why it's cool for you to bring a dude where we lay our head at. You know what I'm saying? If you was gonna do what you gonna do, man, you could have went anywhere. Why would you want to come here? You see what I'm
Fuck all
saying?
that. I'm taking a trip to Dubai with the nigga, and I'm sending you hella pictures now.
Nah, don't go to Dubai. You might talk too loud and get sent to jail. Shit.
right that part.
Yeah, I'm not going there just because of that, nigga. I can't yell at
Don't
people.
go to
You go to jail for
Dubai.
yelling at people. You crazy as fuck.
You gonna go buy in Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Dubois. Yeah. You gonna get
I didn't
your
know it
ass
was that
sent.
strict out there.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
said, yeah, fucking
they
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
they disrespect women really hard in Dubai. For
Yeah, I
real,
know.
for
I seen the little thing. A girl went to jail because a man disrespected her, and she ended up yelling at him, and they took her to jail for excessive yelling or some shit like that. Like, what?
Yep. She was taking a rental car back.
Like, I don't know. I
And they
mean,
didn't want to give her identification and for her to get up out of there to go home back to the States.
yeah, that's exactly what they did to my friend Tasty. They tried to keep him in Jamaica, talk about something because he had dreads and shit. He's a Jamaican. He can't go home. He like, nigga, I'm going home. I ain't from here. And fuck y'all gonna try to keep somebody just because they look like they Jamaican.
You got
Yeah, that
you
shit
got to
ridiculous,
learn
gang.
rules and stuff from other countries and stuff
That's why I be
before
kind of
you
skeptical.
go,
I mean, look,
so
there's a
you
lot of
don't
shit
get
to do in the
scrapped
United
over
States.
there.
Shit. Y'all can't keep me. I'll lose my marbles if they try to hold me. The fuck? Feel like Brittany, what was her name? Brittany, whatever that basketball player name was.
Griner, Brittany
Yeah.
Griner.
Like y'all can't do this. This ain't legal.
I just
Y'all
want to
cannot
tell
do
you
this.
that being overseas and being there not of your own volition is just crazy, especially when the U.S. government has the ability to come and intervene because you're a citizen. It's just crazy. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Like that's been happening. It's almost like it depends if the country that you being held in is like a friendly country or allied country, because if it's not, it's almost like you a POW,
What's that?
Yep, pretty much.
a prisoner of war.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I'll give you a good example. When I was like, when I was, I think, I know I was going to like the first or second grade, but I went to visit my grandma. My mom paid for my grandma and myself to go to Germany to visit with my aunt, her youngest sister, right? My grandmother's youngest daughter. And what ended up happening was the airline, this is in the 80s, the airline ended up going out of business. When the airline went out of business, and it wasn't a US based airline company. So when the airline went out of business, um, no other American company would honor that ticket. Those tickets for us to come back, and we was only supposed to be there for a year. I mean, for a month. We ended up being there for a year. Like, my mom had to go to court here in the States and fight in New York, like the Supreme Court. By that time, when you're young, your mind is more impressionable, so you're able to learn and absorb multiple languages. I ended up stuck in Germany for a whole friggin' year, and it didn't even feel. The only thing that protected us as Black people in the 80s, and this was before the Berlin Wall came down, the only thing that protected us was the fact that we were on a military base at Frankfurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that protected us. And even then, that's the first time I was called a nigga.
My
It's
daughter said,
real
"What
funky.
the hell, nah?"
Wow.
My
I ain't
baby
never
said,
been
"What
called a
the?"
nigga by a Mexican who been in the hood. They get, I don't know, it don't seem like nothing when they say it. But even a white person, like a motherfucker go to jail and you will hear a white person, they say hood, he's a hood wood. Man, I don't give a fuck if he was a hood wood or a fucking good wood or nigga a backwood, nigga. He is not to say that word, my nigga. He is not to say that word. Hood wood or backwood. He is not to say that word. You don't fix your motherfucking lips because don't that sound weird of us to be walking around? Hey, cracker. Hey, wetback. Hey, that shit sounds stupid as fuck. You don't never hear
I
no
was
black
just
people
saying that,
calling
like
people out their names
us
like
as
that.
Black people do not use those derogatory. They really don't
You
have no
don't.
terms for us to use for real. But we still don't just walk around here like you said with the how Mexicans be like, oh, you beaner or you wet, like you said, the wetback or redneck, whatever. We don't sit here and just use that shit every day. But the nigga word, that motherfucker get used every fucking day by
We only
everybody.
we only say it when it's like we only mention like, oh, man, it's just cracker ass nigga. We just mention that when when they just get to doing weird shit. Other than
Yeah.
that, black folk don't even be tripping on people. And the crazy part about it, they be acting like we had them in slavery. That's how they be acting. They act like we did something to them. We ain't do a
Like we had
motherfucking
them
thing
building
but be
pyramids and
black.
shit.
Be us. That's it. And for you to not, it's like they say, oh, bro, you Muslim? Come down here in the masjid with the brothers, man, and woo woo. Hey, look, bro. Hey, I don't give a fuck if a nigga was Chinese, purple, green, black, or blue. If he got love for Allah, we got something in common. He don't got to be black. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where motherfuckers be falling short. Worried about the color of somebody's skin. See what I'm saying? Like that should be crazy. But back to the story. Uh, that girl was just shot because she just bumped into somebody. She just barely bumped into her. And that girl, and it's no reason for her to want to shoot her. She could have got him up with her. If that was the case, they could have fought, did whatever they was gonna do to the left. Um, shout out to the dude that was with her though. He got some get back. Yeah, they got on her, but but before they got up out of there, they got some get back for surely. You know what I'm saying? So uh, the other girl we watched yesterday, she was 19. They got on her on the freeway. You see what I'm saying? And but in this instance, this is a girl, another young girl on another young girl. You see what I'm saying? Like
Oh, well,
what be
have
that?
mercy.
What be that friction with young women that they be having against each other too as well? Like what is that little friction? Older women as well. What is the friction that they be having like that? Like to where I know some girls they look at a girl like, okay, you cute, like hey, you cute. Like what would make her be bump into her and just be like, damn, bitch? and want to shoot her.
Cause she
That's,
didn't like
that's
how she looked. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of females I'd be jealous of that female, just based on how they look, or just on how she talk or whatever. You feel me? That's what it be, jealousy. Or a man. But in that case, it wasn't a man. It was she bumped into her. She looked at her. She probably looked better than her. You feel me? And off top. Or she just one of those bitches just think she just hard. Just young dumbass bitch.
man. They be like in the hood. Nigga be like, man, I hope I live past 16. Nigga get 16, you like, damn, I hope I live past 21. Nigga get
Right.
21, you damn, I hope I live
Five to
past
20.
25. You know what I'm saying? With these women, it's like, hey, how can y'all get past the age of 25 without some? And then it's like all the people that end up doing something to these women are people who once said they loved them, and individuals who once knew them. Like it's a man at that too. It's never that was my first woman on woman uh story that we ran, far as another young lady doing something to another young lady. But for the most part, all these stories we've been watching, it has been a man doing something to a woman, or somebody that once said they loved them did something to that person that ultimately unalived them. So I don't really get that. You know, like how like accidents happen, shit happen. It's like we ain't about to walk around on eggshells, you know. So how can we fix or bring awareness to these things that's happening? Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, me, I don't be like, man, thinking about doing nothing to no woman. Like, and it's a whole bunch of men like that. Like, man, you know what, man? I'm just about to exclude myself from the situation. I'm not even about to, you know what I'm
There you
saying,
go.
and
Okay.
indulge in this, you know.
But see, that shit right there is a red flag for me. Like, I don't even play like that. Like, out here, Ron, mama, these niggas out here, 9 times out of 10, when a motherfucker say, even just plainly, like me, I went through it. I first went out, when I first started talking to my ex, he used to, oh, bitch, I'll beat your ass. And you know how you motherfuckers be playing. Nah, that nigga was serious, and I thought it was a fucking joke till I got bumped in my shit.
But you know, some
What
women be
you
liking that shit. They feel like as if
no.
they've been so beat up and mistreated as a young woman that they feel that when a man do put his hands on them, like that's considered love.
Nah,
Hmm.
fuck no.
I don't know
Man,
how.
them bitches is stupid. Let me tell you what that be. That
I don't know
be
how.
females looking for a daddy because they didn't have a daddy. That's what it be. So they'll allow a man to beat on them because that's what they looking for. Or they think that's okay because they didn't have a daddy in their life.
Right.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay.
The only
And
thing
me
I can
personally,
say
my
to that,
reason, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, y'all know I'm a living my truth. It is what it is. But when I was going through that shit, never once did I sit here and say, like you just said, oh, this nigga don't love me. He don't love me. No, I'm thinking like, you feel me? This. He protected me. He be protecting me. And like just the dumb female mindset, basically. But
Right, saying it's
that
okay.
last little
No.
time when a nigga damn near killed me, I'm talking about choked me out, had me hanging off the floor. Yeah, nah, hell
oh
nah. I
no,
can't, no, fuck no.
no,
I
no.
would never again let a nigga sit here. As soon as you say, oh, bitch, I beat your ass playing, I'm gone. Bye. I don't even give a fuck if you playing.
Nah,
That
I'm
see,
too.
sorry.
I was taught if a man ever lay hand, you best believe you gotta go. Cause I'm gonna end up catching a charge. I don't play the hit games. I'm sorry.
I don't play that
I'm
shit either.
old school,
I hit back. I hit
old
back, and I'm gonna
school.
come harder.
But you better believe it. You don't want the smoke, so your best thing to do, go on out the door and go
And you
hit
know
a
what's
tree.
crazy?
Go
Is
bull
I
up,
was
Right,
go,
on that
go,
shit. His
pull up
mama
on a
gave me
man.
a
right.
whole
You
lot
got
on the side and told me to
frustration.
go beat her
Go to
son.
the gym. Go take a walk. I don't play with it. I done broke up too many fights in malls. Seen niggas whooping females behind. No, not in front of me. Not on my watch. This is not
Yeah.
finna happen.
Facts. Yeah, I
So
knew that was
nah,
done.
I
That
say
nigga
them
mama
head
gave me
game.
the
They
green
be
light.
wanting our daddy, and they think that shit is, and they'll go find the man that you would never think that would do some shit like that. But at the end of the day, once they start, it don't stop. It don't stop.
It don't at all. At the fuck
It
all.
don't
And one
fucking
thing
stop.
about it that I learned is
Because once you let that first slap slide, that nigga was like, oh, okay, this bitch, maybe she like this shit, but I don't know. But so every time you say something that he feel that is out of pocket, he gone whatever. Yeah, nigga tried me. I heard this was a test one motherfucking time, and what, nigga, we was scrambling in the motherfucking room. I'm not, nigga. We both about to go out at this point.
yeah, see that last little time, he didn't know what the fuck hit his ass. His own mama gave me a lock in her. She had a lock in the sock already in her drawer. She gave that motherfucker to me and said, "Go do your shit." And I went and did my shit. Beat that nigga with that motherfucker.
Hell
I shouldn't
yeah.
have put that pillow over his face. That's what the fuck I shouldn't have did. He should have felt everything I feel. But never the fuck again though. You think you about to put your hands on me? I'm going to jail. I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna gladly smile for my mugshot, bitch.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it and call the motherfucking police myself and be sitting outside
She said
smoking
I'm
a blunt.
smile.
And be waiting on it to my and when they come, I'm gonna be like, about motherfucking time you motherfuckers came. Shit.
Put a smile on my face.
You feel me? Proud as fuck. I'm like, yeah, y'all better go in there and go get that motherfucker. Cause he laid out. You better go get him.
I'm going to fucking jail. Not like that, but my main thing for real, that last little time, what really was going through my head was my daughter. Like, I officially have to. I was living with him at the time. I wasn't going home to my kid. Like I said, I live in my truth. I came from abandonment. I didn't at the first few months. But when it was after that, and I said, "Oh fuck no," I really thought about it. Like, I had to go home to my daughter, and she's of age. She was one. She was talking really well. Real fucking well. She understands. She understood. So me going home, I had a busted lip, a black eye. Mommy, what happened to your eye? Look at this shit. I could never
Yeah,
let no nigga
that
do
shit
me
ain't
like
cool. Like
Right.
nigga, like my mama who had me, but she my birth mother. She ain't regular. It's still my mama though. Like she like when I finally did know who the lady was, I probably about like 8. Like when I did know who my mama was, I probably about like 11, 12 years old, nigga. Before I finally knew about my real mama was. You know what I'm saying? But once a nigga got that bond with her, you feel what I'm saying? It's more like a brother and sister relationship more so than a mother and son. But I had seen her one day. I was on the block, and I had seen her one day, and like her lip was busted than a motherfucker. Like you could tell, like it was just old blood on her shit. Like it had turned black. You know what I'm saying? And
Wow.
I'm like, who did that? That nigga you be with? You know what I'm saying? Nigga hauled the dope. You know what I'm saying? And I told him already, like, hey, bruh, she ain't no punching bag, my nigga. Like, she do got a son out here, nigga. She ain't raised me, but she got a son out here, my nigga. And nigga gonna pull up about it. You know what I mean? So I guess the nigga must have thought the nigga was playing. The motherfucker hopped in that whip and found this stupid ass and proceeded to do my Dougie, if you will. Wink, wink. Beating the
Absolutely,
brakes off that nigga like,
absolutely.
come on, man, stop playing, man. I done told you numerous occasions, man. She is not no punching bag, man. Regardless of what she does, her demons or whatever the case may be, she do. That's her prerogative, bro. But that doesn't mean you put your hands on her, my nigga. Flat out. So
Right.
it be like, man, it be women that don't even get out of situations like that. Motherfucker be so abusive to where, man, that nigga, and she probably done told people like, hey, man, if I don't get away, bro, this nigga is going to kill me. And sure enough, what happened? They end up dead.
See?
So it be
That's
like,
crazy.
man, motherfucker gotta, even with the niggas too, man, learn the signs from an abusive woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These bitches be out here touching kids and beating kids and putting their hands on niggas too.
And
They
that right
toxic in a
there,
I've
motherfucker too.
seen it.
I hate how women sit here and it's only like how you just said, women do the shit too. I
They do
hate
it too.
how it's always just subjected to niggas. Like niggas the only ones. You bitches be out here trifling as fuck. Some of you bitches be mad just because, like, for example, I don't know, I think you remember him. You remember Money, Popping for Money, that used to be on in Bay Vibes?
Yeah, I still be talking to him.
Hey, you know the story about Messiah, his little nephew?
Nuh-uh.
So his mama, the little baby mama,
Yeah.
she left the baby with her girlfriend. And basically the girlfriend beat the baby to death.
Oh.
And the reasoning behind it was because she felt like she was starting to move on. She was fine. This is why a lot of people, even me, like I be skeptical about who watch my baby, even friends and shit, because motherfuckers are just like for example, like niggas. I had a nigga get mad at me because I didn't fuck the previous nigga. You know, so it's like motherfuckers just had that one small little thing that you shouldn't even be mad about, and they'll take that shit out on you, your kids, whatever the fuck. That shit be crazy as fuck to me. But it's always, oh no, you gotta watch these niggas. These bitches that do the same fucking thing.
Can we not use
Yeah,
the word? I'm real sensitive to that B word, ladies. Man,
Nah, I'm sorry, but that's what they get referred to.
I know where you're coming from on the logic, but we all came from women. You got to remember that.
Yeah, we did. But at the end of the day, that's what they act like. That's what a bitch would do. A woman, a real woman, ain't gonna do no shit like that. That's
True.
exactly why we have bitches and we have women and we got hoes. Everybody got their category.
Okay, all right.
There is a hey. You got your women. You have bitches.
You got your young ladies.
And at that time,
and young ladies, young women. And there is a category, just like you got men, you got niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch ass niggas.
Why you just say niggas like that? You got niggas.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got bitch ass niggas, so you know it's categories.
Yeah,
everybody got their category.
So
yeah, they do.
Whichever one you want to be in, that's up to you. I mean, that's
but
your
I got
prerogative.
you, Miss Nat. I'm gonna watch that word around you. I'm sorry.
I'm
I
stuck
respect
in between
you.
a man and a nigga.
Nah. Y'all, she got people blockers on mute my mic. I'm here trying to beat the down parkway because, like, we can't let it, you gotta change this conversation at some point in time. See what I'm saying? We don't care if you're really acting that way. Not in our presence, you're not going to be calling one of our sisters out there. So what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, we still have a womb, we still create life. We should be our sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if we don't change the narrative between ourselves, that's going to allow people out there to continue referring to us even when that's not who we are. It's going to continue to allow them to feel free and comfortable calling us that.
Yeah. But yeah. I got y'all though. I did what I said though. Like I still stand on what I said, but out of respect for y'all, I'm gonna not use that word towards women. But
we get it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
But sometimes you
Trust me,
have to, in order
I done used it a couple
better
times,
describe a
but
person, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be like this nigga, that bitch. You have to describe them as what they are. You know how they say, call a spade a spade. The nigga, this nigga, that nigga, whatever the case may be. Sometimes you be having to describe them in such a vulgar fashion. You see what I'm saying? But hey, people know what the hell they is because they carry themselves like that. You carry yourself like a man. You know what I'm saying though. You carry yourself like a bitch, and hey, it's self-explanatory.
Right.
So you know, it just depends. It just all depends. But yeah, man, like, we gotta motherfuckers just gotta watch the signs. It be certain signs. Some people ignore them. Some people see the signs as it's love. Like I say, man, just because he put his hands on you, that doesn't necessarily mean he loves you. That really means he hates you.
I want to know
If I gotta
is
put my hands
really
on you, I'm gone.
is
I'm
there
out of
such
here.
thing as love is blind? Like you feel me? Just,
You know.
I think I've been unblind.
And so my nigga Rush.
Please, Mom, I don't want it no more.
That's why.
To all the panel and everybody. And that's for life with the watch the view. Thank you.
Huh?
Gang, what up?
What's happening? What's happening?
Shit, good Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Good Saturday. Yeah.
Happy Saturday.
Hi, Roach.
The little rope.
Chilling.
You just waking up.
Got
You
up.
just waking up.
Hell yeah, you could tell. Voice deep as fuck.
Hell yeah. It's like you just rolled up to my they live. Let me just get on.
You know it. So what we on today?
Reach. Gangland TV, wow, 104.9 KBLX, The Kiss.
That is smooth. We back live on Gangland.
Wow.
We're Roach After Dark, right? Roach After Dark.
You know it.
Right. This is most early in the morning.
You've been
this my morning voice.
With Roach.
That was Roach talking this whole time?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the Roach After Dark voice. Get into it.
I'm gonna say that. That's the Roach After Dark voice. Like, I think that's Roach voice just period.
Nah, this my morning voice.
Salute everybody.
Shayla, you better put that tongue back
in. Shit. What's up, though?
Man, you know, popping it, doing what we do best, you know, talking about it.
Now, she said she had some extra charges.
Scared to talk about it.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Talking about it.
Yeah, we live on 2 channels right now. We live on Facebook, YouTube,
Instagram. Live on you channel,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dang, you doing it on both channels, huh?
Yeah, that's how they want to play, man. They want to, hey, look.
Gangland doing it big.
Trying to take my channel, man, and that was y'all hardest. You know that was y'all hardest because y'all was popping it. Yeah, his channel is that. Now look at y'all. What's with the long face?
Lonely as hell.
What's with the long face?
Well,
Y'all
I
thought I
always
was gonna
say,
be grown.
I always say, man, can't stop. What? Won't stop.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
Won't stop.
Yeah,
Take that, boy.
Take that.
I'm just saying, you know, God don't like ugly, and He ain't too
No,
fond
he
of
don't,
cute.
and he ain't too fond of pretty.
We know you're not. So it's like, hey, y'all tried. That was y'all. Hey, they was popping it. I saw y'all the messages. They was like, yeah, man, you know, me and my peoples, we gonna dig in some more tonight, man, and make sure you up out of here, man. And man, I'm sitting there laughing at you, motherfuckers. Like, man, y'all ain't. Look, YouTube is like the police. You can't go with no he say, she say shit, man. Y'all go try to report that same shit. Y'all try to report again, and you motherfuckers' ass is grass, man. Y'all YouTube's and y'all YouTube already doing bad. Y'all already ain't had no views since Pac died, nigga. So y'all need to go leave Gangland alone. Leave Gangland alone.
Go on now.
Get
on now.
That should be terrible, and all because I have an opinion. Every opinion is welcome over here. I ain't stopped not one motherfucker from up here saying the shit they be saying. Prime example, Kimia, when she first came to Gangland, she was popping it. I was like, all right, whatever. That's her prerogative. I'm not about to just kick her off or say, you know what, hey, whatever you think is like, yeah, that shit's stupid as fuck. Like, well, who am I to say what somebody else think is stupid? Like, they might have a legitimate fucking like, that makes sense. So who the fuck am I? Like, come on, man. So really, all that was from y'all being mad that I had an opinion that I said Carlee Russell, she need to get her funky ass locked up. And y'all got
Yeah,
mad
that was
at
wild that they didn't think so. Like, you know how many people calls could have been put out and they were sitting here looking for her? Like, that, yeah. The fuck, you know how many lives could have been saved while they sitting here looking for her? You need to go to jail.
And I'm about to post that video too. Be on the lookout. I'm about to post this video.
Somebody
That funky ass white lady. And that
Somebody getting that shit
funky ass
slapped.
moo smelling like
Hey, I
baguette.
was gonna say something about that yesterday, Ron. She damn near thought it was gonna be a real story, and she was gonna be like one of them that just and that's fucked up if that was the case because you would have just fucked some shit up because you really didn't see nothing for real.
Ain't seen shit. Oh yeah, I was. Yeah, I was the one out there. I seen the guy in the car. I seen the gray car, and I seen the man standing by her vehicle. No, you did not, because all that shit is fake. So for you to say that, and that was like one of the first videos we played. That's why I got to double back and go find it because I for sure remember playing that shit. That's why I love that this shit is like it don't go nowhere. It's live and it's sit here. It ain't just some, you know what I mean. So I'm about to go back and I'm gonna expose that shit because, lady, your silly ass, dumb as hell. Like for real though, bogus as fuck though. If you ask me, bogus. How you gonna sit there? Yeah, I was the one. Yeah, you was out there. They was probably passing her cigarettes and all the little shit, little bum bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, can I get? Can I get a shot at that? Yeah, we're gonna be out here all night. Bitch, you're fake. You're fake. Ain't no. It wasn't no midget. Wasn't no baby. Wasn't no. Wasn't no orange hair niggas.
Wasn't nothing.
Wasn't nothing.
She the type of motherfucker. You get in an accident, she gonna jump in your car and say she was there too.
That shit. You
Like,
better not let me
we
see no
was even
cameras
listening to
around.
the
I'll
like
do it.
if you listen to the call, like when we was listening to the call, right? We were listening to the 911, the dispatch call. It sound bogus. So she like, how far is the baby? She like 600 yards. Bitch, that's 6 football fields.
Okay, but my whole thing
That's
was
crazy.
after watching that whole
In the
little
dark.
thing where he walked through the little tunnels and shit like that, right? How that baby couldn't have came from that far? That's wild as fuck. So she's sitting here talking about she came from them houses. So was that the house that the baby took you to? The baby walk you back to the house like my daddy said. My daddy said to sit out all the people to the house. No. She was better off saying some shit like that though. Like the baby walked me to the back of the house and like this motherfucker right. I mean this little girl right here. She'll show you where she lives. She can show you. She knows. She pays attention to directions. Well, I'll be making sure she do. But shit like that. Like you could have at least said the baby showed you how to get to the house.
What the baby look
the
like?
baby was eating Cheez-Its like they was feeding me. Let me get kidnapped. Please feed me some goddamn Cheez-Its.
Man, some Cheez-Its.
That's the corn. That's the corn about it. Oh, they were feeding me Cheez-Its, and he didn't like bomb my hands because there wasn't any. Come on, baby. What kidnapper doesn't like tie you up? Come on.
She said I escaped. And after I escaped, they grabbed me and put me in the car. So if you was just in the truck, where the hell did they get a car from?
How'd she go from a car to
a truck to a car?
A trailer to a trailer.
Then she said they blindfolded me, but they didn't ban me. They didn't put no bans on me because they didn't want to put marks on my arm. You motherfuckers is some considerate ass kidnappers.
Kidnappers.
They're generous as fuck. I've never seen no kidnappers.
Wait a minute.
She got fed Cheez-Its and they were playing with her hair.
Yes, I'm about Crosby.
Yeah.
Oh, and paint her ass.
She was high off a perk.
No, man, she was in the middle of a threesome. That's what was going on there.
And
she was trying to get that cooter scratch.
No, she was doing a threesome or something.
She was trying to get that cooter scratch.
And she got the munchies.
And yeah, after they did what they did, she was high.
What if she was high off shrooms or something?
She wasn't high on no
somebody.
That girl wasn't
Young
high.
so?
That girl wasn't high. That girl, she had an
Shrooms don't make you do that.
They fed us some cheese. So wait a minute. So wait a minute. So wait a minute. This sounds like some sex slave shit game she was doing. So They tied her up, right? Generous.
Mhm.
They generous
No,
tied
they
her
didn't
up.
tie her up.
And then they
Generously
was
tied her
feeding
up.
her, and then they was feeding her some cheeses and shit, right?
A
And
girl was feeding her some
some red
cheese.
vines and all of that shit, right?
Come
And
on
she was
now.
just sitting there enjoying that shit.
They gave her some movie snacks.
I told you it was having, man. She was describing a threesome that she was having.
They gave her
Come
some
here.
movie snacks.
I mean, don't Mac, don't that sound like a threesome or something?
Man, look, they like
Man,
she
that
said.
goddamn wood place was right there in the backyard of her mama fucking house. It probably took her some
Look,
some days
she
to probably walk through the bushes to get there, but she got there.
Here.
look. This the thing, right? She said, now this the second time. She said she broke away once. Now this is her second time getting away.
Not for here,
Obviously,
baby.
obviously they're generous and they don't give a fuck if you escape.
Okay,
Then-
come on.
so she said, I ran through the bushes. She said, I ran through the bushes and I was by my house.
Man, look.
So
Wait,
I never knew that
pause.
kidnappers kidnap you. They feed you. They make sure they don't put scars on you or anything. Make sure you're not ruffled up. And
Right.
and I might say, after they kidnap you, they always make sure if you want to escape, we somewhere by your house.
But my thing is, they just kidnapped you and didn't ask for no money, though.
They, we somewhere by your house. We're gonna kidnap you, and we're gonna be somewhere around the corner to where when you break up out of here, you're gonna be like, you know what? Oh, I see where I'm at. I'm on 8th and Peralta.
And
I see
I
where
was
I'm at.
wondering the same fucking thing. How did she? How the fuck did she get home?
She ran.
She
She
got
said she
dropped
ran
off.
from the bushes. She when she came through the forest, her house was there.
And she
Then
walked
she
in
knew
her
how to get
mama's
home.
house, sat down,
She must have went on
and
that
was
trail
still
before
eating on
with some
some
white people.
snacks.
Not
She was
like that.
still eating
They
on
damn near went on
snacks.
a little walk, hike or whatever, and she knew, or she then went walking from home, and she damn near knew them woods.
That bitch threw herself out them bushes and said, "I'm home."
Cause like, what the fuck? You just come out the bushes and oh, hey, my house. Oh, what a coincidence.
Now,
The
if
hell?
you
And me
notice,
personally, if I'm in woods, I'm going I don't know which way I'm supposed to be going. I'm gonna get lost.
if you notice, there was two tunnels she took, two ways she could have gone. If she went across and through that tunnel, she would have been on the other side of the freeway. And from what we understand, her home is not far from that exit, right? Okay.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Yeah. Is what?
That's why I said she was 8 minutes. Well, an eighth of a mile from the exit where she get off to go home.
Okay.
How do you
Exactly. So she knew exactly where the fuck she was at.
when she stopped at that mile mark, she done either took that trail. It was a concrete trail for all we saw. Yeah, it was a concrete trail. Evidently, she knew where that trail go to get to her house.
She from out there.
Carlee was she went in the bushes to go throw it back real fast and got done and went home.
That's basically it.
I hope she had one of them military flashlights because it's dark
Yeah,
back
they had
there,
something
very
going on.
dark.
But Mac, remember we saw somebody with. Remember you said you saw somebody look like had a flashlight down in there. Mac, did he drop off? Oh, there you go. Mac, you back?
I don't think he on here right now.
Yes, he is.
Mac.
He'll be right back.
Yeah, I can't see. It's too little.
Under this.
Basically, me and Mac was watching it. I think Miss Nat, you was on there. We was talking about we see somebody with a flashlight
I
down.
didn't see the flashlight. I
No, it was
promise you I
down.
didn't.
It was a
Mm-mm.
flash that was right down in there, and what we saw made sense. So somebody met her and led her through there, in the dark. Now she know her way up. Cause it took you saw it, Miss Nathy, when that man went on that trail, it went to the other side of the freeway.
Yeah, I
So
seen that. I seen
yeah.
it even way before Max showed it.
Oh, okay. So I was like, what?
I seen that shit and said, it's bullshit. I said, some ain't adding up.
So yeah, basically that exit is by her house.
Sonny Carlee was high off perk. The nigga told her to meet him in the bushes. She said, 'cause she ain't never did it in the bushes.
Hey,
She
push in the
ran
bush.
and she took the wig off. She was ready. You feel me? She dipped in the bushes, did what she did. He took her to a little honeycomb hideout. You feel me? They laid up. You feel me? She called her family from the little room to let them know that she was
Not
okay.
the
She came
honeycomb
home.
hideout.
Yes, she did.
Not the honeycomb
She
hideout.
went there.
Yeah, the
She went there.
honeycomb hideout. And what? And when the booty call date weekend adventure was over, she went home.
I don't think she
She
was
said
with her man. I think she was with that little 17-year-old.
If there was a booty
and she's
call
smiling because
in
she
a
had.
honeycomb hideout, she
That's why
called her
she's
people to
smiling.
let them know that, hey, I'm good. You feel me? I'll be home tomorrow. Don't trip. I'll be home. And what she do? She came home.
She said the honeycomb hideout.
Only thing got kidnapped was Carly's coochie.
Oh wait,
That got kidnapped. That's what happened.
you minding that?
Exactly. She planned that little weekend rendezvous. She's like, I've been
Oh
wanting
my
this shit.
God.
I've been
She
planning and wanting this shit. I don't give a ain't nobody about to stop me from getting this little young shit. I've been wanting this.
mm. Lord have mercy. I bet she had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she smiled. I'm
Yeah, that
sorry.
worked.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Look. I can clown now because she was over. She good. Seconds.
Yeah,
That
that
girl
that
was
picture
happy.
that came.
That lady
That
said
picture
it
that
was the
came.
best dick she had for the rest of her life for that weekend. That was the best. And she don't give a fuck. At this point, I don't even remember. If I was just, I don't even remember this. I don't even remember what nothing happened. I don't know. My mind just went blank. I don't know what the hell happened.
No,
I don't
she
even know
lost
what
her
happened.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put it on her good. I'm gonna have to say it like that for her to come. I ain't gonna lie.
You see she left that wig. She like, oh, he ain't about to pull this off. Mm-mm.
I wonder if she get the wig back.
No, that's evidence.
Oh Lord, she gonna get another one.
Right.
Oh my goodness, this girl
She
here.
probably plotting on that shit right now. How am I getting my shit back? I spent $450 for that.
Hey, that's what you get.
Oh,
And
yeah.
The car, the phone, the watch,
I'm
the
just
purse.
amazed.
That's Alabama police evidence. They
The
until they
car.
get through doing what they do and go through it like a fine tooth comb. She ain't gonna get that back. She might have
Yeah,
got it back
they
now,
still looking.
but
They still
no,
looking for people.
not till they get what they need to get out for it.
Yeah, they said they still looking for other people.
That's fucked up.
She just put
What
it in
other
there.
people they looking for?
Matt called her right. She's
Well, y'all gonna be shocked because it's some new stuff that done came out. So I'm gonna leave that alone.
what? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Riddle me with more, Miss Dad.
Right, and the saga continues.
There's more.
Right.
This
There's
shit ain't
more.
over. You best believe this shit ain't finna be over. Ain't
There's
over to the
more.
planet of the sun. And she ain't sun.
Oh my goodness. There's more. I have to say it like that because I'm like, dang, there's more to this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've been, ooh, at the end of the day, they're all gonna laugh at you. You know, they're all
All
gonna laugh at
right, look. So I figured out why we can't so why y'all can't see certain comments and shit. That's because some people on Gangland TV media on
Uh-huh.
watching Real Nigga Logistics, and then you got some still over here at the sit down. So that's why I just told everybody that's on Gangland TV media to come over here to the main page
Nah,
to the sit down. Gangland TV the sit down. Come over here to the sit down. Y'all over there at Real Nigga Logistics. So that's why I can see all the comments and shit, but now I see why I look like that because everybody on two channels.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what happened to me the other night. I was looking like, what the fuck? Well, I'm
Yeah,
seeing everybody else shit come up on
yeah,
comments, and I'm the only motherfucker over here.
It shows up. It shows up like phantom comments, like where these comments coming
yeah,
from. But it's not phantom. It's because people posting in one chat, and it'll appear like you're the only person in the room, but it could be people in the bushes too.
yeah. But nah, yeah, that's what it is. People just so if you watching Gangland TV media, come to just the regular Ronald Mac channel,
So
the
now,
regular Gangland
but
channel.
that's a backup for you though. Don't, hey, it's
Nah,
beautiful.
yeah, nah. I'm telling because it's the people from the main channel. You know, the people that be on Gangland TV media. We got new subscribers over there, so they come over there and watch that as well. But for the
Oh,
main,
okay.
that's like the new people.
So you have to
Over
leave a
here,
message.
it's kind of like the people that been here. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh snap! Yeah, I was mad confused. 'Cause I couldn't comment and shit, so I just came back over here.
You see what I'm saying? He was in Real Nigga Logistics.
Mm.
Yeah, Johannes was over there. I seen that. Yeah, come on, man. Hey, we about to get into some more content, man. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, slap that notification bell. Every time we spin a block, y'all gonna spin it with us. It's Gangland TV, man. Hey, top of the clock, top of the pyramid, man. It's noon. It's damn near noon where we at. Probably 2 or 3 where you at, you know. But hey, it's always a treat when you come on Gangland and meet. We about to get into this content. And yeah, man, I'm about to roll me up another wood, yeah.
Bars, bars.
So,
You're
so
looking
Miss
live at
Nat.
the scene of the city's latest homicide. Detectives with CMPD are investigating this homicide on Porter Street. There's very limited information right now.
I'm here, simply here, begging and pleading for justice for my child.
Thursday night, Tanya Hoskins wanted to make sure that her daughter, Tyra Crosby, was not forgotten and that her full story was shared.
She was our angel, our flower, murdered unnecessarily, lured to a home, and brutally beaten and murdered.
Just after 5 a.m., Charlotte-Mecklenburg police responded to a home near 500 Porter Street in a residential area in northwest Charlotte after a woman said she shot a stranger that was inside of her home. Upon arrival, they would find an unresponsive adult female inside.
It happened at a home on Porter Street just off Roswell's Ferry Road. CMPD says shots were fired after a woman came home and found a stranger inside her house when she got there. Our crews are at the scene and spoke with officials who detailed what exactly happened.
The resident had arrived home, found an unknown other female inside the residence, and a shot was fired. There is a homicide investigation on scene right now. Currently, one person of interest and one witness are being interviewed downtown.
CMPD says there's no other suspects involved, or it doesn't appear to have any other danger to the public.
The victim was identified as 25-year-old Tyra Crosby, who was sadly pronounced dead at the scene. An investigation revealed Tyra was killed after another woman, 51-year-old Stephanie Alexander, who investigators determined was the homeowner, arrived home and found her inside. Alexander, along with her husband, remained on scene until detectives arrived. She was immediately identified as a suspect and taken to police headquarters to be interviewed along with her husband, who was considered a witness. She was subsequently charged with voluntary manslaughter and transferred into the custody of the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office. Detectives are investigating the shooting as a domestic incident and not a home invasion.
Police on the scene of a homicide on Porter Street in Northwest. This is between Rossell's Ferry Road and Freedom Drive.
Now, this started as a home invasion investigation. According to police, a woman called 911 saying she shot and killed a woman she found in her house.
Investigators say they do not believe the two women knew one another. It was the alleged shooter's husband is the only witness in this case. And I do want to get to some video my photographer Alex took early this morning when we first arrived. That was here on Porter Street, and police were investigating early this morning. That 911 call came in just before 5:30 a.m. Now, the person of interest and her husband were taken to police headquarters to be interviewed. A next-door neighbor told me gun violence has become a big issue in this area over the past few years. That neighbor, Jeanette Jones, says her own home has been shot up twice now since she's moved here.
Now, everybody's shooting. We got drive-by shootings. You hear it all the time. And you hear it back here in that warehouse back there. They be back there shooting, racing cars in the parking lot.
The mother of 25-year-old Tyra Crosby says she won't rest until her daughter gets justice. According to her, Tyra was in fact invited into the home by Alexander's husband, whom she had no clue was married when she accepted the invitation. Her mother also described a voicemail that was left by Tyra right before she was murdered. She claimed that her daughter could be heard being brutally and repeatedly beaten by Alexander before she ended her life. She is now hoping that this new evidence can shed light on what really happened inside of the home that early morning.
Crosby's mom says she wants you to know what really happened to her daughter. She was killed Tuesday morning on Porter Street in Northwest Charlotte. CMPD says Stephanie Alexander arrived home, found Crosby inside, and then shot her. Alexander is charged with voluntary manslaughter. WBTV's Cam Gaskins is live outside CMPD tonight. So, Cam, what did Crosby's mom tell you?
Yeah, Molly, she wanted us to know that her daughter, Tyra Crosby, was not an intruder in Alexander's home and was actually invited inside by Alexander's husband. And that's why she believes the charges deserve to be upgraded to first-degree murder. And that's why she wanted to make sure her daughter's story was shared tonight. It's all new at 11.
So I'm here, simply here, begging and pleading for justice for my child.
Thursday night, Tanya Hoskins wanted to make sure that her daughter, Tyra Crosby, was not forgotten and that her full story was shared.
She was our angel, our flower, murdered unnecessarily, lured to a home, and brutally beaten and murdered.
According to CMPD, Stephanie Alexander returned home to her house on Porter Street in Northwest Charlotte early Tuesday morning and found Crosby inside before shooting and killing her. Crosby's mother says that Tyra was invited into that home by Alexander's husband and that her daughter did not know he was married or that he and his wife owned that home.
She was invited there. She did not just pop up there. She was not an intruder. She was invited there.
She also says that Crosby called her in her final hour and left a voicemail in which you can hear Alexander beating her before shooting her. According to Hoskins, it was a prolonged beating, and she's hopeful that this new evidence will elevate the charges against Alexander.
Because right now she's charged with the lowest form of murder. I want it up to first-degree murder.
Alexander was charged with voluntary manslaughter and booked into the Mecklenburg County Jail on Tuesday. Hours later, she was out on bond.
She murdered my daughter at 5 a.m. and she was out at 8 p.m. So that means that human life means nothing anymore.
For now, Hoskins says she'll wait for CMPD to investigate, but she won't let anyone forget.
I don't want the investigators to go away. I won't stop until there's another charge. And justice for my child.
Following her arrest, 51-year-old Stephanie Alexander appeared in court and was given a $250,000 bond. She was quickly released from jail and is scheduled to appear in court on August 7th. Detectives do not believe the two women know each other and are carrying out an in-depth investigation of the case. All subsequent charges in this case will be determined by the Mecklenburg County District Attorney's Office. The case remains ongoing.
You're looking live at the scene of the city's latest homicide. Detectives with CMPD are investigating this homicide.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Wow. This is really weird, man.
But I'm gonna say this. May little Crosby. Ooh, rest in peace. But allegedly, this young girl had a fight with the wife a week before. She even entered into the home. Me personally, I think she's been there before. And this might make some people mad in the back, but I'm gonna say it. She knew what she was doing. She knew where she was going. Evidently, mom don't know her child.
You think, Miss Nat, that she could have been pregnant
I'm mad.
and could have been pregnant and that was the deal sealer and everybody was
It
acting,
could have been.
everybody was acting like, hey, why would he, what was the motive for him to want to kill her? But unless he told him that she was pregnant, she may have been or may not have been pregnant, but she could have told him that she was pregnant during her, because the mom that's her that she
You're
heard.
breaking up.
And that's a possibility.
Okay.
Yeah,
She
it's
kind
a
of looks like
possibility.
anybody check that out? She kind of looked like Kanika Jenkins.
And I keep saying the same for Carlee. With the 17-year-old. Mm-hmm. You done dropped out of school. If anybody knew, maybe the mama knew. I'm just kind of summing some things because it's not for me as a mother. And like we said, we don't know what our children would do. But the sense of the matter is, it's so much that go on behind the scenes, especially with girls, young girls. You getting your life together. You got a father who is paying for your education. You drop out of school or gotten kicked out of school. So he might not know that part. You done got fired from your job the day after this nonsense went down. You go and disappear. Just what? To scratch your itch or whatever the case may be.
Wilding out. Wilding
Why the
out.
hospital didn't run tests, rape tests,
She probably refused.
toxicology tests to see if any drugs was in her system?
Right.
Unless she denied it. Unless she denied any of that being done to her. That's the only way it's gonna happen.
Mm.
It's not making
Yeah, that
sense.
situation fucked up.
It
All the way
is.
around.
This young lady here, she got a criminal record. I'm not looking at that because people can change. But you dealing with a criminal that has
Facts.
a wife or whatever the case may be. You putting yourself in a situation you shouldn't have. So probably she probably got pregnant or whatever. Maybe that might be the case. We can only say allegedly. And he being the situation that he done did this probably on more than one occasion with somebody else or several people.
You talking about
But that's what it sounds like. got to make better decisions. If you want better, you got to do better. These young people, they, woo, boy, that's why I stay on mine so hard. Not hard to the point where they're gonna have to make their own decisions. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It is. Now I know we wild out back in the day, but I kind of like I said, as I do now, I wild out responsibly. You know what I'm saying? I can't do no stupid stuff because I got to take care of my life. When I done wilding out, I got to take care of things at home. So it's like, uh, you kind of have to be responsible about what you do. Even when you're having fun, it is what it is.
I ain't wild out like that because I had parents that will, they can look at me a certain way and I'll go the other way. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah,
We
absolutely.
had fun, but no.
We had
Stupidity?
limitations. We wouldn't do no stuff
Mm-mm.
like this. No way.
Mm-mm.
My mom most wilding out was in Mexico. And that right there was enough to teach me not to do certain things. But again, it's we never taught it like
No.
that. No, 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 ma'am. That was death on sight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm.
That's scary though.
That's limited. But see, that's what it is now. It's like next level shit. Some people like somebody said, somebody still live in GTA. I don't know. They trying to bring GTA in real life. No, no, no. This is real life. And she's probably spoiled, wanted to do what she wanted to do. I mean, I could be wrong. I'll say allegedly. That to me, this is the actions of a spoiled child. You know what I mean? A spoiled child, and she didn't care. She still don't care. From the
I
looks of
mean,
it,
I was a spoiled child.
yeah, but you didn't do
I
nothing
know
like
it's super
this.
small for Sam Pickens, a mugshot or a legend. And I think that's the lack of respect or whatever. Like when she finally came in and she took a picture, and then like the fact that she was smiling or smirking in the picture, it was like a slap.
Oh, yes.
And so it's not only that they were fooled or embarrassed to investigate this as a true crime and a true offense, but now the perpetrator is like, fine, right, that's
Kind of
the
breaking up, baby.
fact about it. And they're gonna
Yeah,
come for her next time because of that.
Mm-mm-mm. No, I
that's
would never
great.
do that. That is a big no-no. Uh-uh. No. That was a big no-no. That was common, but for us, that was common sense not to do stuff like that. You know, nothing like that. That was common sense. And some people, it's like they know right from wrong, but they just do what they do. And it is what it is. And it's hard-headed, hard-headed, spoiled. And it's okay. That's we go through certain lessons to learn how to be better people at the end of the day. Some people need it the hard way, but some people they don't get it, and they'll learn as well.
Well, I guess she figured she could stand on her toes and hit flips and backwards, whatever she was doing with him. Kudos to her. But look where it ended her up at.
I mean, you could do your thing and be responsible. If you're gonna be gone, but don't be going there. Don't go there. You know what I'm saying? Don't go there. That was the
Well,
worst thing she could have ever done.
evidently she thought she was better at whatever, but nah. If it ain't yours, go find your own.
Oh, you talking about her?
Men
Oh,
and women come a dime a dozen. That's how people lose their life, and we seeing it all day, every day. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Whether they married or not, that's just a piece of paper. But still, you don't get into nobody else's covenant. Stay away from it.
Oh, that's a big no-no. Absolutely.
Especially if you done had a fight with the wife a week before, allegedly. Come on, man, make it make sense.
No, I can't do
Just
that.
because you young and don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you asking for a death wish.
Pretty much.
That's
So
why I
what
said,
was said to me with the last time that place he started last night, with the president, they said, oh, the wife and the husband found on scene and taken down to the station. So they took her down. They took the husband down. They chose to not charge him, but charged him with the misdemeanor.
I think it's crazy because after we heard the 911 call, he pretty much incriminated himself at the end of the call. Why is
That
it,
part.
I'm
That
with
part.
you. Why is
That,
he not? Why is
right.
he have not been charged as an
Right.
accomplice?
That's what I'm interested in. Why is he not in jail as well on got charges?
Right.
Because he brought
Right.
her here.
Right, and I guess they trying to prove that he brought her there, but if it's being said that an argument already took place, it was a obvious disagreement. It was not a meeting of the minds. It was a disagreement. Like there was no agreement about this man. The common person that both of them had in common. It wasn't a stranger that picked her up. Mom is like she was invited. Okay, so and on her birthday. So was this something that was revealed because you know she was like because she had been pregnant or just said she was pregnant because she had said he had told her, listen, I don't want to do this no more, or I love my wife. She's like, well, too late because I'm pregnant. And calls her over there like, hey, I got a little birthday gift for you, let me, so little nightcap, whatever the case is, and you know, situation that occurred. I mean, we wouldn't know. I don't know if the young lady has been very, I think they had the memorial, but was that her actual funeral or was that a memorial they were having to memorialize her? Because I'm interested, kind of curious to know was, you know, an autopsy done and what was found in the autopsy? Was she under the influence? Was she given something? So that could lead to the fact if she went there on her own volition or
You
was
guys
she
understand
kind of,
breaking up really
huh?
bad. Breaking up really bad.
I'm on the road. I'm on the road. I'm being thrown up. My bad, dog.
Mm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's number one rule. You
I
don't
was
go
just
to
about to ask what dog was.
never go to the female's house. Are you crazy? But I mean, I don't know,
That's
man.
just like for even for the young men. Just be careful who you come in contact with because you got women setting men's up to be robbed as well as unalive as well.
Oh yeah, you better take that pipe with you. The fuck? I ain't gonna lie, like
For real.
that was always taught to us. Like you have situations where it has happened, even in the Bay Area. A young man had met a young lady via MySpace, and she went and met this young man. I mean, the young man went and met the young lady in Antioch, California, which is maybe 30 minutes away from Oakland, inland. By the Delta, and the girl brother and his friends chased the guy, and he jumped in the water and couldn't swim, and he drowned.
Wow.
Damn,
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
So
Wow.
it,
that's a
it be
real fear.
stories like I don't know how other people think, like, but if I hear something, And I peeped what's going on. And I'm like, damn, so he met a girl on MySpace, went over there, and they tried to jump him or whatever. He couldn't fight, so he ran, and they chased him into the water. He drowned. I'm like, all right, let me take a gun with me if I'm going to this little whoopty house due to the fact that ain't nobody about to be running me down. Ain't nobody about to be chasing me in no goddamn water.
Right.
Nigga, I'm popping I got one for every one of your entourage, and I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Starting to like, even with Nipsey Hussle, damn, how Nipsey died? Bro, he told a nigga he was snitching and, didn't have the paperwork on hand, but told him he was snitching and, okay, I know not to do that. Damn, how Slim 400 died? Damn, he was sitting in the driveway, not even parked in backwards. He rode in forward, and a dude walked up on him and said, "Hey, you got your gun on you?" He said, "What?" And to start shooting him. Shooting him in the chest, shooting him all in the stomach, shooting him all in the arms as he's fighting to retrieve the weapon. He's getting shot.
Crazy.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you see certain things happening, as far as me, I like, okay, how can I make sure I don't die like that? How can I make sure I don't get caught in a situation like that? And some people be oblivious, and some people be either oblivious or naive to the fact that, bruh, everything ain't what it seems. This is the internet. You don't know what they doing out here, man. They set you up for them little crumbs.
Believe it.
They set you up for them little crumbs. So, man, yeah, man, let's get into this little content, man. There's a lot of shit going on in Carolina, and we must get on it. It's a lot of shit going on in Carolina. You hear me? So y'all know what it is. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's Gangland.
New video into our newsroom tonight of friends and community members in Charlotte still actively searching for a missing Moore County woman, Alicia Watts. This comes as WRL has uncovered Watts' boyfriend has a violent past with several criminal convictions in Virginia. Hello, everyone. I'm Deborah Morgan.
And I'm Gerald Owens. WRL's Chelsea Donovan is in our studio now after examining those documents and speaking with her cousin, the last family member to see her. Chelsea.
Gerald, it's now been 15 days since Alicia Watts was last seen in Charlotte. It was her boyfriend, James Dunmore, who she was with. Her cousin told me today they were shocked and surprised to know that Dunmore has convictions for violent crimes, something they said they never would have guessed based on his demeanor.
So when she didn't show up at work that Monday, I knew something wasn't right.
Alicia Watts never made it to Siler City Monday, where her new business, Inspired Vision Support Services, is located.
We're going to go outside and do a brief ribbon cutting.
She was amazing. She was a starlight.
Her cousin, Gwendolyn Utley, says she was the last person that saw Alicia and her boyfriend, James Dunmore, on Sunday, July 16th, before the couple planned to go to a comedy show.
When I last seen her, she was getting on the passenger seat of her car.
2 days later, however, Dunmore was found unresponsive in Alicia's black SUV in Anson County.
Where is Alicia? What did you do with her?
She believes Dunmore, whose whereabouts now are unknown, holds the key to where Alicia is.
Just the charges alone already let you know that now we're dealing with a criminal.
Dunmore has a lengthy and violent criminal history in Virginia. Court records obtained by WRAL show convictions for abduction, stalking, assault, and battery. The abduction from 2003 conviction carried a maximum prison sentence of 5 years.
It's obvious that they've got a person of interest.
Lee Turner, former Raleigh police officer turned defense attorney, says police now must remain tight-lipped to not taint the investigation.
So I'm sure there's video that they're looking at. They're probably trying to track her cell phone and its location. And the fact that he's in her car at a weird location with her purse still there. I mean, there's just a lot of things that really, don't seem right with this situation.
Now, Charlotte police searched Dunmore's home in Charlotte last week. However, they haven't released any new information in this case, including, Gerald, where James Dunmore is or his condition. As we know, this is a big story out of Moore County, and folks are gathering actually tomorrow for a vigil there for her.
A very disturbing case.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Chelsea.
New video into our newsroom tonight of friends and community members in Charlotte still actively searching for a missing Moore County woman, Alicia.
So they
Oh,
still haven't found her, huh? They still haven't found her, huh?
I guess not. And
Oh, they haven't found her. But how y'all lose the prime suspect? Because I'm kind of confused. Y'all can hear me well? First of all,
yeah, it
all right.
kind of
So
sort of, it's kind of like in and out. Like it's, I guess the wind blowing from you driving or something.
no, I'm not. The window's not down, but it's the area one. But let me just quickly say this: like how investigators found this man unresponsive, realized that there's somebody missing from the car, and y'all his whereabouts. His whereabouts is unknown. I'm confused as to how that happened.
Now
But
we have to remember. Oh,
like, how do you lose? Because usually in investigations, the first person that they're looking to is the significant other, whether it's the mate, the mate, the living, the spouse. That's who they're looking at. So
okay.
I don't get that.
So we have to remember this is the same cops that was working in the Shanquilla case. So to me, the intellect is not there. I have a feeling that this girl is right there by the DMV, either at the dump site or in some other areas um, around where he was sitting. So I don't know what's going on with them, but truth be told, she is close by wherever they found him at the DMV. I have that feeling. So uh, mhm.
But if he found her vehicle 50 miles away from his location, unresponsive, did he go to the hospital and check himself out?
I don't think they I don't think it went that far.
Because my thing is, yeah, I'm just as confused as you be. Because if you unresponsive, that means you can't talk. Something's going on with you.
So
So
he
let's
did
get you to the hospital.
he did say
If
something
you use
too.
that term unresponsive, bad news.
But you don't know where he at, huh? What?
That's see he did something to her and dropped her off somewhere over there. Probably had I don't know if he had remorse, but that I think that's what happened.
Was that his way of trying to get out of a situation that just happened?
Right. That's crazy.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah, they wilding out over there. My thing is why didn't they I don't know, why didn't they like kinda I don't know. Well, it depends on what they told they didn't say what he told them, I don't think.
Because they never once mentioned if he was taken to the hospital. And normally, before you're released from the hospital, the detectives want to talk to you
Right.
because they normally, the police let them know, please do not release this person, blah, 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 before we, talk to them. So it's not.
What happened to those putting a police present outside the hospital and whatnot?
This is Mecklenburg County. We have to remember that.
How is she? I forgot how. Anybody remember how old she was?
I think she's 39.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, she was the one that was I think she's the VP or wherever she worked or something
She
like
was a
that.
big,
A
yeah,
C
she was a business owner.
yeah, CEO, something like that. She was yeah. So I mean she it's always the ones that's got it going on. I don't understand it. I've been trying to figure this one out. Always the ones that got it going on, you know?
People got to start running criminal background checks on these folks. You get involved with, don't take it lightly. Pay that extra money to know who you about to get involved with,
Right.
because this will eliminate so many disasters and people's lives. It's crazy.
And you ain't got to know you're doing a background check on somebody. You just gotta, you know.
And the first thing came up on his criminal record was abduction. I said, okay. So he done did this before.
Yeah, there was another lady that
Somehow.
Talked about that.
Person not have been unalive, but you done did this before. Come on now. But y'all can't find him. Oh, you can run, but you can't hide. Your Social Security number go everywhere with you. Everywhere. You can't hide forever, especially if you ain't got the funds to run.
Right. He ain't running. He just he's something wrong with him. Something wrong with him.
Yeah, he just got a criminal mind.
That's it.
I'm not even finna go mental or no, because that's the first thing. Like we say, most people jump on. He got a pass.
That's his fetish. It's a fetish for him.
But you know what? In the spiritual warfare we going to, God is revealing so many things. He's showing people who's for you and who not for you.
Absolutely.
You just got to recognize the sign. Open your eyes and see.
Absolutely. It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah, that's real shit.
For real, for real.
And that's in every fraction of our lives, man.
But it's just it just doesn't make sense. Women go missing for abduction. Women being unalive for no reason. Or over something very stupid that could have been prevented.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on, man. I just know that it's demon time. It's demon time. Spiritual warfare at its finest. Being played out right here. Ange, I think she's 39.
That's what makes me keep a very, very, very close eye on my girls. Whether they here with me or away from me. Because of people are sick.
They out there. It's a whole lot of them.
Very much so. Whether you got girls or boys, keep your eyes on your children. Regardless of their age. But once they get a certain age, I mean, You have to let them go and give them to God because you done did your part. You done did your part.
True that.
That's all you can do.
This world is something else. That lady just bought a house. Just bought her first house. Doing well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That police department, they going to hell in a handbasket because it's so much. Whoo, boy. Let me shut up.
When gasoline draws on.
You, baby.
There's a lot of them that's going.
It's so much fraudulent things going on there in the FBI department, baby.
That
Like I
that
said
Memphis task force
yesterday,
going to.
money talks, bullshit walks. You either gonna pay up or shut up.
Yeah. This sucks, man.
Hey, we want to give a shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to Gangland. Shout out to the Rockland squad. Shout out to the Rock squad. Shout out to everybody that tampered with Gang. Down there,
Even the
man.
ones in the bushes.
Yeah, even the ones in the bushes, man. Y'all go down there, man. Put your city and state. You know what I'm saying in the chat. You know, hey, roll call, Gangland roll call, man. Go ahead and put your city and state in the chat. You know what I'm saying, and you know, welcome to Gangland, man. We appreciate y'all. We about to get into some more content. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like it's a lot of it's too many stories, especially these ones coming out of Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like Charlotte, Mecklenburg, Fayetteville, fucking Durham, fucking it be hella shit going on, man. In goddamn Carolina, man.
Greensboro, South Carolina as well.
Man, what's going on? What's going on?
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Got some
Even in
shit in the water.
Detroit, even in Detroit. What up, though? We just watched something this morning where the young lady had just bumped into a young lady, and this all the way.
Ron, your mouth moving, but you ain't can't hear you.
Oh man, that's because my motherfucking pinky be over the fucking mic. My motherfucking finger be over the fucking mic button. Motherfucker be over here looking like a Chinese movie.
Why you kill my teacher? Why?
I can't.
Oh, the real though, man. And oh, the real though, gang, for real. This shit, man. Hey, somebody got to bring awareness to it, man. Shout out to Karen Brewer. Shout out to Karen Brewer, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, who's Karen Brewer?
She on the screen.
This is getting ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
Kakalaki got to get better. The police department got to get better. The FBI department got to get up on their job.
It sounds like everybody needs to be fired and start again.
What the hell is a heterodyne?
It's interesting. Salute to the panel, but it's interesting that internal affairs has not been involved. What up, Doe?
Exactly.
It's interesting that internal affairs have not been involved in.
You took the word right out of my mouth.
If the county is the police department is that bad, why isn't internal affairs involved?
Do they have one?
That part
right there.
Because
and another thing too, I can't just necessarily say it's the Gen Zs. It's millennials too. But these Gen
Yeah.
Zs, if you talking about the young women, they'll set you up to be robbed at the drop of a dime. I cannot tell you how many young women I've seen over the last 6 months just getting ready to do some time because they've setting up people, robbing people, accessory to robbery.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it as well.
Glitter is not always gold.
No, it's not.
And everything
Why you
look
think you
good,
getting
ain't
that?
good.
It is not, okay? I mean, treacherous. Set you up to be robbed, kill you, and then go have a lobster dinner.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like it's
Like
nothing.
nothing happened. Like nothing happened.
Right. I don't understand it.
I don't understand it either. I honestly, I I don't remember, back in the day, you know, we grew up with the crack epidemic,
Right.
Yep.
and we saw crack just devastate a whole community. But I honestly don't recall as many deaths as
There
as I
wasn't.
have. I've heard young people tell me we've become sensitized to it
We're not. It's
because
just
they
happening at a high
because
rate.
they experience it at a high rate. Whereas when we were coming up, I mean, we heard people dying, but not like murdered every
Right.
2-3 hours.
Right.
So, woman between the ages of 30 and 25.
Mm,
Crazy.
mm.
It's something about that age 25. Is
They
is
don't have
is
no convictions, morals, and conscience. I'm not gonna say it's all of them, but
Mm-mm.
but
well,
they don't. They just lawlessness.
most of the stories we don't watch, these young women was 25.
Right.
Yeah,
25.
they
There's
were
something
young.
to that. There's something
We
there
just watched one
to
today.
that.
Girl in Detroit just bumped into a girl. She ended up shooting her.
Oh, I gotta
25.
go. I gotta go look on that one and see crime in the deed. But that right there, stuff right there, is
Nah, we're gonna run it
nonsense.
back.
Not
We're
nonsense.
gonna run it back.
That's people that don't know how to get along with people. You
It's
Right.
just
a
bump it into somebody in error and then you kill them.
mm-hmm. Come on, man. We about to get into it, man. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. We're gonna run it back for the people who just got in the air. There's 43 people in the chat. We should have 43 likes. The views, the likes should match the views. So tap in, man. If you really tuned in, you're into the content, man. You can relate. If you can relate, hit the like button. If you fucking with Gangland, hit the like button. Come on, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Gangland.
We know this was a shootout, a wild shootout between two women, store customers, popular store there in Livonia.
This is the Nichols Party Shop, a very popular party store on Merriman, right off of I-96 in Livonia. Inside today, regular customers tell me they can't believe their favorite shop is now also a murder scene, saying what happened here early this morning is truly senseless. All three involved have now been taken into custody. Customers and the clerk here say whatever that argument was about should not have resulted in a total of 3 people being shot and 1 person losing their life.
I asked investigators if any of this has to do with self-defense. They said no. They're seeking charges against everyone involved in the shooting here. Also, talked to the store manager. Everything here caught on store security video. Police dealing with that video right now.
"27-year-old Markayla Sadler was an outgoing, loving, joyful, caring, and ambitious woman with a beautiful soul to match. She was loved by everyone she came across and had a close relationship with her family, including a host of siblings, her mother and father. Most importantly, she was a devoted mother to a 3-year-old baby boy. No one could have imagined the chain of events that would soon take place. Around 1 a.m. on July 18th, police were called to the Nicholas's Party Shop on 13820 Merriman Road near I-96 for reports of the shooting. Upon arrival, they would find multiple people suffering from gunshot wounds.
Looking into a fatal shooting that left a woman dead, police say a number of shots were fired in a parking lot.
This happened this morning at a party store on Merriman in Livonia. A 24-year-old woman from Detroit was killed.
The victim was identified as 27-year-old Markayla Sadler, who was sadly pronounced dead at the scene. 3 other individuals, including the suspect, suffered non-life-threatening injuries and are in stable condition. A look into the case revealed that Markayla had just picked up her son from her grandmother's home and was on the way home when she stopped at the store. While inside, she and another woman identified as 24-year-old Lanaya Khan of Detroit got into an argument after the two bumped into each other inside of Nicholas's Party Shop. The argument spilled out into the parking lot and continued to escalate, ultimately becoming physical. At some point, Khan pulled out a gun and fatally shot Markayla. An acquaintance of Markayla's also fired back, injuring Khan and a 24-year-old acquaintance. Following Markayla's untimely murder, hundreds of people, including family and friends, hosted a vigil at a park in Redford to celebrate and honor her life. Markayla's family says although they feel a sense of relief that an arrest has been made, the damage of losing Markayla is irreparable. People have arguments every day, but you should never have to die behind it.
The family of a woman killed in a deadly dispute is speaking out for justice tonight as another woman faces charges. Good evening and thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Mike Duffy. It all started with an argument at a Livonia liquor store. Police say the trouble spilled into the parking lot early Tuesday where shots rang out, ending in tragedy. Tonight, the victims' relatives opened up to 7 Action News reporter Whitney Burney about the senseless and painful loss. Whitney?
That shooting happened right here outside of Nicholas's Party Store just off of I-96 in Livonia. Police have identified the victim as 27-year-old Markayla Sadler, a young mother of a 3-year-old son and a business owner. Her family says this altercation all started because of a shoulder bump.
She had a whole life, you know.
Sitting on a couch surrounded by her husband and children.
She was just fun, you know. Everybody loved her.
Lakeisha Matthews is remembering the light her daughter Markayla Sadler brought into every room.
She was a person, you know. She has a mother, she has a father, she has siblings, she has a son.
But the 27-year-old story was cut short this week. Police say they were called to Nicholas's Party Shop near Merriman in I-96 around 1 a.m. Tuesday after 2 women got into an argument inside. Investigators say shortly after the argument spilled into the parking lot, 24-year-old Lanaya Khan grabbed a gun and fatally shot Sadler.
Her son is 3 years old, he'll be 4, and now he doesn't have a mother, all over a argument in a store.
A man who was with Sadler at the time returned fire, injuring the suspect and a 24-year-old man who fled the scene. Khan is now facing charges for second-degree murder and felony firearm.
I just want for the person who done this to go to jail and stay in jail. I feel like their life should be over also.
And while the wheels of justice begin to turn, Sadler's family says it won't bring back their Kayla, the life of the party that was so well loved.
Love you, yeah.
Love evident by the number of people who showed up to celebrate her at a vigil on Thursday.
You can't even go to the store. You can't even get into an altercation. I mean, you know, people have arguments every day. We have arguments at work. We have arguments at home. You know, you shouldn't have to die behind that.
Sadler's family is currently working to start a college fund for her 3-year-old son.
Markayla's family is working to start a college fund for her son, with all donations being sent to the Cash App, $ Lakeisha Sadler. 24-year-old Lanaya Khan was arraigned on charges of second-degree murder and felony firearm and is facing life in prison and is being held without bond. She's due back in court on August 3rd for a probable cause hearing. Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy also issued a charge against 25-year-old Corey Campbell, who allegedly returned fire during the incident, for improper concealed weapon licensing. Police said Campbell had an expired concealed pistol license, so he is now charged with carrying a concealed weapon. The case remains ongoing.
That was just petty.
It was stupid. It was senseless and it was stupid. And let me start off by saying Livonia is not Detroit. If you hear most
I
of the
knew
time,
it was in
I,
Michigan. I
I
knew it was in
hate when
Michigan.
they say, but see, this is what they do. They say Detroit metropolitan area, which shines a bad light on Detroit. Yeah, you know, we got our faults in some things, but a lot of stuff happened in the suburbs. So instead of giving the suburbs, they just say metropolitan Detroit, or they'll say Detroit. Livonia, you know, you can be on one side of the street, it's Detroit. You can be on the other side, it's considered Livonia. You go 2 steps over, it might be Farmington Hills, but it's not. That liquor store is not that far from give or take the airport. But that was senseless. That was somebody with a bad attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody with a bad attitude.
That's what her ass get. She thought she was about to get up out that motherfucker. Yeah, whoever was with that young lady, yeah, they got active. Puka
Yep.
puka puka. Yeah,
And
they
then
got active,
over a
nigga. They
shoulder
start.
bump.
You
Over
I
a
see,
mean,
shoulder
yeah,
she
bump.
was in court, nigga, with her arm in a sling. She got her ass hit.
yeah,
She, come
Over a
on,
yeah.
shoulder
man.
bump.
I say, and don't get it twisted, because half of Detroit is carrying too.
Come on, man. That shit just like the Bay Area, man. That's like our cousin city, Detroit. I ain't gonna lie. Motherfuckers like, man, you come to Oakland, that shit look just like Detroit. You go to Detroit, look just like Oakland.
Wow. Over a shoulder bump.
Over a shoulder bump.
I'm like,
It's
really?
it's crazy. Now you get so just imagine how many people she's done this to though. That's probably somebody with a bad attitude that don't know conflict, you know, conflict
Resolution.
management, conflict resolution.
But you got the nerve to want to pull out a firearm when this girl didn't even have no gun.
A coward,
Yep.
a
She
coward,
could
a
have fought her
coward.
if
A
anything.
bully.
That's
A
right.
bully.
Sometimes you have to take an ass whooping the good old fashioned way and just call it an L. Period.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's okay. You can't win them all. Jesus Christ.
And
Man.
Latter Day Saints, god damn.
Because back in the day, guns was fist to fist.
Yeah.
We ain't know nothing about no guns. Those were your guns.
And motherfuckers had revolvers and shit. Damn motherfuckers got fucking Glocks with 50
AKs,
round drugs,
semi-automatics,
Dracos and
Yeah. Yeah.
AR
sawed-off.
pistols, and it ain't just your average gun these days. Motherfuckers got Kel-Tec 9mm,
Nope.
and you know it's
Listen.
different now.
When
Smith
my
and Wesson.
when my dad when my dad taught my mother and grandfather taught my grandmother how to, because they were license holders, they was taught with a snub nose. It had a
Mm-hmm.
snub nose until you know what I mean, until the day that they died. And when I got my license, that's what they trained us with a snub nose. You know, not you're right. Now it's just damn. I thought it was, can I just injure the person? Can I just wound them? I don't want to kill them. I just want to wound them.
No,
Right.
this
That
shit
part.
killing motherfuckers.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like, and
Just
it's
because.
Just to make sure they stay down.
like that's why motherfucker got EDC right now. They like, bro, what's your EDC? Man, I'm like, damn, bro, motherfucker got an EDC. That's crazy, bro. Like, you got an everyday carry. Like, damn, this is it. That's what EDC stands for. Everyday carry. Motherfucker, like,
Wow.
damn, bro, you EDC. Motherfucker got 3.3-inch barrels on fucking 45s, fucking XD.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nice.
small shit. Glock 27, small shit. EDCs, like, and it's crazy that a motherfucker has to. They said this is your everyday carry. Why do we have to carry a weapon every fucking day? Because you never know when somebody on some stupid ass shit.
And it's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah.
In a party store.
Yeah.
at a party liquor. It was a liquor store too. They say, they was going to go get a bottle.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a liquor store.
She could have already
That
been
liquor
intoxicated.
store. Yeah, that liquor store is known for. It's a nice liquor store, but right next door, I think it's family owned. Is one of those stores where doing like the Christmas holiday, Thanksgiving. People would go if you didn't go to Honey Baked Ham and get a ham, you could always go there and get a really good ham. So it's a family owned store. Family owned store. And when people have those kind of issues that happen at their local stores, that makes them not want to come back to the community.
Yep.
Whether it's fire or
This messes up prosperity in our.
That's how people lose money.
Yeah, this is messing up prosperity as well. I'm not trying to be money minded, but I'm just looking at all this kind of stuff inside stores like this, especially family owned stores. It messes up their prosperity. You know what I mean? What people are doing nowadays is messing up their prosperity and well being. This is over a shoulder bump. You usually say, "Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me," and keep it moving. Why we got a brawl? People wilding out. This is like that one person said, it's the wild wild west. Gunslinger days, you know what I mean? Pistolero, okay. Why you like Max said? Why we gotta always carry something?
Where the hell everybody go?
I don't know. They keep getting bumped. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, but it keeps bumping people off.
I was say.
Yeah.
I look up. I look down. It's me.
I know. I like done not run off. Be out. I'm like, golly.
I'm sitting there like, okay, well, where everybody going?
You done got bumped off again. See,
damn, Strand, y'all get it together, man.
Right. That part.
Strand, y'all hate.
They hate. They hate. Stop hating.
StreamYard in the
Man,
bushes.
that shit keep knocking
We
me
gonna
out,
keep making our haters our motivators. StreamYard, get it together.
Man,
they gotta get it, put it, and keep it together in that order.
Hold it,
get it, put it, and keep it together. Stop hating on Gangland.
And apparently the updates ain't all that great.
For real. I was like,
I told you, all three of y'all.
What happened? What happened? It was like, bam.
Like a domino effect.
Y'all don't like what we saying? Y'all don't like what we saying?
StreamYard Wars.
You know what it is, Miss Ann.
I know it's
we
the
all
government.
know.
It's
well,
the
you know where we gonna keep
That's why
bringing awareness.
That's
sorry.
why we be having to mute our mic because
we can't stop, won't stop, and I'm gonna
Come
keep
on,
saying.
man. There's 50 people in the chat, man. Let's get 50 likes. We about to get into some more content. We trying to bring awareness to what's going on, man. It's like every day. You could watch Gangland and watch a different story damn near every day. Something like what's going on. Like, this can't be like, where's the women? Like, you're killing off what makes the world go around. Actually, women produce, not fucking men. It's the women that produce. So it's like, when you think about it, they're stopping what's producing mankind, especially African American. Like, come on, man. They don't want us to be great. It ain't too many Caucasian people we're watching. Ain't too many Asian women we're watching. I'm pretty sure there is. But the amount of black women that we are seeing is ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. So man, let's get into it, man. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the
I think
channel.
a lot of it. A
Let's
lot
go,
of it
man.
is, I believe, through due to social media too.
For surely.
Yeah, it's the instant gratification. Where can you go and instantly get a like, and it's gratifying to people. I mean, from across
Well,
the
it's not
world. If you don't know,
gratifying
like Miss
me.
Nat said, you got to do. It's no, but it's gratifying. It's gratifying to young people. It's gratifying to that people who embrace everything, or low self-esteem, post, pictures of themselves on
Miss
you
Ann, your
do have
service is nervous.
I thought it was me. I thought it was me. That wasn't the point I was making. What I was trying to say was it wasn't gratifying over here, the likes, because you gotta beg for likes to match the views. But on other channels, the likes be matching the views. It be in the triple digits. So that's where I was going with it. I was just trying to be foolish, but
I was doing the numbers. I'm a statistic person, and so numbers just come. I was doing the numbers. You figure 3 to 4 women a day, and then you times that. Let's just do with the 3 times that by 30, right? That's 90 women in 1 month. Times that by 12. You know
and
what I'm
that's
saying?
low. That's a low ball statistic right there.
I'm
That's
just
if you
doing
being
just what
modest. Right.
I'm just doing just a basic figure. And if it's more
Right.
than that,
I got what you're saying.
yeah. So I'm just looking at these numbers and just going, my God, this is a purge.
You could
This is a
multiply that and even
She
say you could
was.
say one woman state go missing every day. But
I
statistically
mean,
speaking, it's like every few minutes, or you
right.
understand? Somebody
Yeah,
goes
I was just
missing.
keeping
So if
it
you
as
did
simple
right,
numbers, just doing that. I know it's higher, but damn, this is almost like a purging. Self
She was an exceptional young lady. She had so many dreams of doing right by others in the means of caring for them. She was just a beautiful person. She was just a beautiful person, as you can see by her graduation pictures.
For now, McLucas holds on to a belief justice will be done and that her daughter's killer will hear her words.
You won't be on these streets long. My daughter's murder is not going to go unsolved.
"30-year-old Lizzie Lewis was a strong, loving, ambitious, and beautiful woman, both inside and out. Most importantly, she was a devoted mother to 4 beautiful children and was looking forward to giving birth to a baby boy. Her children meant everything to her. Being a mother meant more to her than anything in this world. She recently passed her boards and was a registered nurse. Things were looking up for her. Her future was looking bright. She was excited and looking forward to starting a new job in August. No one could have ever imagined the chain of events that would soon take place. In the early hours of July 30th, Omaha police responded to 24th and Locust Streets for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would find an unresponsive woman and adult male.
Police were alerted to numerous rounds of gunfire near 24th and Locust just after 4:30 yesterday morning. At the scene, officers found a woman who had been shot. They rushed her to the hospital, but she later died from her wound. A short time later, a second victim, a man arriving at the hospital ER. He was transported to a trauma center.
The victim was identified as 30-year-old Lizzie Lewis, who was taken to a local hospital where she was sadly succumbed to her injuries after suffering multiple gunshot wounds. Another victim, a 48-year-old male, suffered injuries in the shooting. His wounds were not considered to be life-threatening. While casing the scene for evidence, investigators found shell casings from 2 different guns, possibly indicating that there were at least 2 shooters involved. Lizzie's mother was devastated and heartbroken. Never did she think she would become one of the many grieving mothers in the world. However, she is confident that police will track down the killer of her daughter and unborn grandson.
Lizzie's mother tells me that in the last 30 days after passing her boards to become a nurse, her daughter was finally happy. So they never expected the nightmare that unfolded here yesterday morning. And Jeanette McLucas can't help but smile when thinking about her oldest child, Lizzie Lewis.
That's my girl. It's my girl.
Her twin, her rock. McLucas says Lizzie was a beautiful mother of 4 and was 5 months pregnant with her 5th child. She just passed her boards and was a registered nurse who would be starting a job in August. But she didn't get that chance.
My daughter was happy and they stripped her of that joy that she woke up with every day.
Saturday night, McLucas tells me the whole family watched the Terrence Bud Crawford fight together. After he won, she says Lizzie wanted to go down to Native Omaha Days to celebrate with everyone.
I was there and I watched her do her hair, and those are the last images that I'm going to have of my child for the rest of my life.
That's because McLucas woke up to a phone call at 4:45 a.m. saying Lizzie was hurt.
He said we couldn't do anything was his first words. And so I'm thinking, well, she's just going to have to walk around with a bullet in her.
Instead, she learned Lizzie had been killed after being shot multiple times.
But emotionally, I'm stripped. There's really not much left in me.
For now, McLucas holds on to a belief justice will be done and that her daughter's killer will hear her words.
You won't be on these streets long. My daughter's murder is not going to go unsolved. I say now I'm that grieving mother amongst so many mothers throughout the world. Now I'm one of them.
Not only did Anjanette Lewis lose a daughter, she also lost a grandchild. Lizzie was pregnant when she was shot and killed.
And I'll go ahead and put it out there. She was, of course, you know, she was expecting another boy. Another boy.
Lizzie leaves behind 4 children. Anjanette says she will simply take a step back in time and raise her grandchildren.
Being that I have 6 children of my own, it's kind of an easy transition. I'm just kind of reverting back. So it's okay. So I think everything is going to work out. And as they say, it takes a village to raise these children. And the village has come forward, you know. So I'm getting lots of support.
Mrs. McLucas is confident that police will find whoever is responsible for cutting short the relationship she had with her daughter.
For her to be taken from me, just 30 years, you know, that's all I got, was 30 years. She just turned 30 April 23rd.
Lizzie's family has set up a GoFundMe to cover her unexpected funeral expenses. Detectives are currently offering a $25,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest. The case remains ongoing.
Never in my life expected to make a video like this, but for my past, present, and future customers, I personally, and the family that I'm representing personally, need you guys' help, and it's more so financially, due to the fact that this woman, man, is one of the most caring, heartfelt women that I've met recently. Has devoted herself to communities, families, with her help and everything, you know, just going hard. But with this GoFundMe in the link, please click on it. I mean, anything from $5 to $5,000 to $500 to $100. Whatever can be put toward. We see these a lot, but now this really affects me and my family. It's really heartfelt, man. I just never thought this would possibly be happening, especially in Nebraska where I live, that people can kill women and just go on with life. And that can be anyone's mother, grandmother, or daughter, honestly. So please help. I will tag a few companies and that I do, hold in high regards and really do business with. But also, too, you can untag yourself. Please do if you don't want to be a part of this foundation of this GoFundMe. But thank you for everyone who will support. If you know me, you know I go hard for everyone in this world, and this person is definitely the same, Isaiah Lewis. So please.
Who was he?
I don't know who he was. I thought that was her dude, but I don't think that was her dude.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cause that's they asking like, where the child's father at?
Where was this at again?
Yep.
And
You're
in
absolutely right.
Nebraska,
Right. It was like, who the hell living in Nebraska? What the hell is in
shit, it
Nebraska?
goes down in Omaha.
Omaha.
Shit, it goes
There's a
down
lot
in
of people
Omaha.
live out there.
I know, but I was just saying,
Yeah, it's an
That
unusual,
motherfucker treacherous.
Hey,
unusual place to
how
move,
you
but
doing?
hey,
If you
Yeah.
live there, you must be from there.
Did you wake up in time?
Right.
Huh?
If you live there, you must be from there.
What?
You don't hear about much coming from there.
No, you don't.
This is why this is odd.
And that was recently because it was just a fight. What, last weekend?
mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
So that was
Wow.
recent.
So
That's
that's
crazy.
what I'm saying. I mean, dang, Nebraska.
I know.
It's like you said, Ron, from 30 to 25. What's really going on? People trying to get their life together. People trying to
That's why. That is why. Sometimes people ask, well, oh, I'm a night person, and I'm a night person. One, because I mentor, but two, I know that most young adults, are up between the hours of 12 and 4, and
Mm-hmm.
most of the time, they're engulfed in foolishness at that time of morning. Mama used to say all the time, "Ain't nothing open after 12 but legs and liquor stores."
Mine used to say legs and opportunity.
Where you going? Where you going? Who you with?
Right,
Don't
right,
hit
that
if
part.
if you don't hit the door at 11, you won't get in. Okay.
But these are
Well,
grown.
Grown,
James,
listen, grown or no grown. Okay.
especially when you're still in the parents' house.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nah,
Change.
nah. They don't leave the house till 1 o'clock in the morning, or
Hmm.
12,
Exactly.
or
Motherfucker don't
12.
leave till 12.
Okay. 12 o'clock. You going home. Well, party over with.
Motherfucker just now coming outside.
Yep. Just
Right?
not coming outside from all day.
I don't know, man. Being an adult nowadays, especially like, I like to party too. And I party responsibly, but not everybody else do. So I keep my eyes peeled. I keep my eyes peeled. When they start picking up drinks, I leave. You know.
Well, I did enough partying in my younger years, so I'm done with that. You catch me before the sun go down, whether we going to dinner or for drinks, because after dark, I'm in my house. I can have a drink in my house. I
No.
got a whole bar full of whatever, however.
Okay.
It's too much
Yeah.
to go on after dark. Not that I can't get out, but the thing of it is, I always go with my first instinct, and when it tells me not to go somewhere, I don't
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
That's your
And
guardian angel sparing you. This
that's
is the
something.
safety class where the officer said, inspector said, most crimes are committed against men at night and women is in the daytime.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
Because
Yep.
most crimes are committed. The inspector said most crimes are committed against men in the nighttime and women is the daytime. And they say men at night because men are most vulnerable at night, and women is the day. It's the daytime.
Well, I don't know, because it seems to be a little bit of everything right now.
But you notice a lot of these crimes happen during the day for these women.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not night crimes.
Because a man ain't gonna let you slip up on them in the daytime.
Right, that part.
It's just crazy, man.
It's wicked. That's what it is. It's wicked.
I don't know I don't know what they sniffing or whatever they drinking. I don't know. People be turning, them demons be coming out. Demons be coming out.
I just said. We're in a time now where God is revealing people true selves. I'm just gonna say that and leave it right there. He is. He's revealing people true selves.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, that's true.
Worker by daytime, demon at night. Ha.
That's just because they mask very well.
Yep.
People present very well. People, but you gotta you do. That's why I say I don't. You gotta do your due diligence. You ain't gotta pay for a background check. All you gotta do, I would say always, you know, hey days.
Right.
All you gotta do is follow social media, follow the likes, and if it ain't social media, just do your due diligence and find out what you need to find out. You gotta find out how they living, how
Watch
they
it.
mama lived, how they mama lived, how they respect their family, their parents, take care of their kids.
That's pretty much it.
You gotta do all. You gotta do all that.
I mean, you just gotta be watchful and discerning. I mean, you see something that don't feel right, you got to cut it loose early. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But discernment ain't common or present for everyone. That's the thing. That's the part right there.
Huh?
Discernment isn't really common for everybody.
I know.
It's not. It's like really not common, especially when discernment wants to give you a hunch and you ain't trying to receive the hunch because you think you know more than whatever the situational awareness is. And I agree with that. Like women are more vulnerable in the daytime because you feel like it's sunny outside, like you have your guard down more, or whatever the case is. Not that it don't happen in the night, but yeah, right. Miss Jen said somebody eating and it's making me hungry. It's probably anonymous at her cookies.
It's me. Got the
It's
munchies.
anonymous at her cookies from last night.
Yes, I got the munchies, man. Just, you know how it goes. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And you don't know what people's mind frame is, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, you
That's
don't
why I
know.
stay in my lane and I don't bother nobody until you come up in my circle and you start tampering with my peace. I got a problem with that.
That part, sis. That part. It be that part for me. It be that part for me. Like, leave me be, let me be who I am in my own nerdy little bubble, reading my books and popping, bumping my gums about stuff that I read about and I done read it. You start fooling up.
Right.
Like, no, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I'm a little different though, because I don't want you to invade my space, and I do believe
Well,
in
that's
boundaries, but I gotta hear what your conversation is and read your body languages, which means I gotta be able to speak to you,
Right.
you
yeah.
know,
Yep.
to
In
see,
person.
just to see, just yeah, just to see where your headspace is and
Yeah.
what your body language presents. Because if your body language is off, then okay. And please don't invade my space. Just 6 feet.
I already told y'all. If I could do this with my hand, you in my personal space. If I could wave my hand all the way around, you in my personal space. It's in my right, God given right to slap you because or because you're invading, you're making me uncomfortable. I
But I'm
teach
gonna
that to
talk.
my kids. It's a founding law. Like you in my personal space. Like back up.
But I'm gonna talk to anybody because I need to know where you. I need to
Where
know
you
where you hit.
where is it going? You know.
hmm Because the one thing is for sure, you don't know where people have been before they graced your presence.
Right.
True.
People are so, people are experiencing things, you know, the lack of hopelessness, you
Yeah.
know, and just
It's
for whatever situational depression. And there's a difference between clinical and situational. You can see your
Yeah.
way out of
Situational, right,
situational.
and
You can see
seasonal.
your yeah, but seasonal. Yeah, seasonal too. But for the most part, I think that's why they have seasonal affective disorder. But situational depression, it can be worked out if you want it to be. If you want it
Yeah,
to be,
because
not.
this too shall pass, and that's the situationship of that whole. You understand? That too shall pass, and it's sometimes it's overwhelming when we in it
Yep.
because we can't see past it. If the house is smoky and you in a burning house, you can't see to get out. You need a firefighter to give you audible instruction or guide you out. You see what I'm saying? And it's that part. Like you need someone from the outside to see that you in trouble.
you know,
Because sometimes you can't always see it when you in it or you in
True.
danger.
True.
it seems like the word no is a triggering to people. The
People,
word
it's
no.
trigger, but what they don't understand though, anonymous, no is never final. All things are negotiable.
Right.
Yep.
No is never final. All things are negotiable. That means it, and no just may mean not at the current time.
Right. But no means no. But some people they got a problem with that word no. It's like they
I
can't get their
think
way and they get angry.
Yeah, I think a lot. I think what's happening also is a lot of men like they can't understand. Not right now, or I'm on the phone. I'm talking I'm at the dealership right now, right? And like I'm purposely on my phone because I don't want to be communicated with. Don't like I just want to get my car dealt with and drive back to New York. That's what I want to do. I don't want to interact with you. Don't sell me nothing. That's not what I'm here. That's not my portion today. You understand? But then I've been in situations where they don't even understand or respect. Like I'm cammed up now. I'm just like, hey, I'm on the phone. No, they don't respect that at all, at all. And it be that part, the boundaries part.
Right.
Like, what's happening here? Because if it was your mama, your sister, your daughter, you would not want someone to invade their privacy, their space, their anything. You know what I mean? And some of these people, it's like it's YOLO. You only live once. And
Yep.
so they act on their emotions, they act on their aggression, they act on what they feel at the moment, not processing it because your likes and wants today may not be the appetites that you have tomorrow. You understand? And that's something else that people don't get. Like just because I have an appetite for something today your appetite might change. You need to pray for discernment that this is gonna walk with you throughout life, or this is gonna walk with you throughout your season that it's meant to be. You see what I'm saying? And some people don't grasp that. I don't know how else to say that.
But here's the interesting thing about that. It's the common questions that we ask every day. What is it? What, where, when, why, and how?
Right.
What is it? Is it because people, my husband used to said to me one time, he says, and she says, I hate to make it sound like this. I hate to say it like this, but when we gained rights, we lost our mind.
Mm.
That's a
And
fact.
so, and because everything became, oh, well, they do, so we can do. There used to be a thing where we had convictions, morals, and a conscience. And I'm not saying that everybody don't, but we do
It's
have a
always been
generation
taken away.
where we have a generation of people where there were certain things that was not good enough for them. So when they had children, they exposed their children to a whole lot of stuff. Whether it's that they worked for it, earned it, I mean, didn't earn it, didn't deserve it. A biff bam boom. I used to tell a lot of my parents, none of your children should have on $200 shoes. If your savings account is not between $5,000 to $6,000, your children shouldn't have on $200 shoes.
No, they shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
It's choice.
Your parents. And now, I'm not saying that they should not have nice things. They should. But at the same time, did your parents buy you $200 and $300 pair of shoes?
Mm-mm.
Nope. Nope.
I ain't gonna lie, my granny did. She was spending like $200. She was spending like, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I didn't know what my granny had, but for the most part,
Yeah, we saw you
shit,
in your dapper suit. We saw that
she
throwback pic that you threw up
yeah,
here.
she was buying like shit, like say for instance, like I never asked for shit. So if I asked her for something, she bought it type shit. So but it'd be
Sometimes,
like I
sometimes,
deserved it
sometimes
too.
parents do. Sometimes parent do as a sense of feeling, oh, well, I can't, couldn't do, or making up for something for whatever reason. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that your parents didn't love you. It doesn't mean that they just chose to do something else at that moment. So here it is now. When we have children, oh, well, I'm never going to do this. Well, it was good enough for you. So if it was good enough for you, shouldn't it be good enough for your children? Now
Yeah,
you can tweak it a little bit, but at the same time, when we talk about the root, what is the root to it? The what, where, when, why, and how. When did we and how did we lose our minds? How do
Mm-hmm.
we lose our minds? I used to think, which was probably crazy, but I used to think that every black person knew God. Didn't To me, it didn't matter what God you serve, Buddha, Allah, whoever. I just thought all black people had you know, that was probably the naive side of me, because we grew up a little sheltered, but at the same time, that was in a rude awakening one day when I, you know,
When you
realized,
found
no,
out the
everybody
truth.
don't. Yeah, when I found out the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So it became, we always talk about that same thing with wearing bonnets in the store. Oh no. I never saw a lady in my community wear a bonnet in the store, or damn leisure pajamas. Now I saw the other persuasion where they would, I mean, I saw a PhD, a MD, okay, come to an interview in some leisure pajamas, and I was like, what? If it
Huh?
had been me, if oh yeah, if it hadn't been me, she wouldn't have been fired. But that's the comment
Yeah.
now. I mean, she wouldn't have been
Yeah,
hired,
that's
but that's the comment now. But those are the things that I'm talking about. We see other people do, and then we would never go to the airport in leisure pajamas. I'm sorry. We wouldn't. There was a sense of There
That's
was a sense of
right.
pride in
You couldn't even
class that we had.
you couldn't right. You couldn't get on a plane back in the days, and anything less than it don't matter what. Even now, like you could fly first class or business class and not have on. You could dress in business casual, which is like khakis and a t-shirt or whatever the case is. But back in the days, you had to be full suit, full dress, belt,
You had to have
whatever
a,
the
you had to
case
have,
is.
you had to.
Yeah,
I went to
suited and
Jamaica, the
booted.
Bahamas a couple of weeks ago, and
Oh
I
yeah.
said, and I was like, no disregard. I love everybody. But I remember a certain time period, you did not see black people in bikinis.
Nope.
You didn't see. You saw them in high. They some were two piece, but they were high waist two piece. Now everybody's ass is out. I'm talking
Oh,
about
my
old,
bikini.
young, middle age, everybody, and they don't care what it
Even
looked like. I'm just like,
yep,
what
they don't have a
happened?
cup. Yep, they don't have a cup. They don't matter that they don't got a cuff. You know the cuff of the
On the
butt.
real.
They don't. They
Booty
don't.
out here
I'm
doing
talking
like
about
They
SpongeBob.
everybody ass
like
is
looking like an
out, and I was
ironing
like,
board.
wow.
They don't
An
care.
ironing
This
board
this
with a
the era of
string.
confidence. This is the era of confidence, and it's like who? It's the era. I
But
don't give a fuck. So you
if you
got
think
You
about
can
it, you
have
body
all the
shaming.
confidence that you want. You can have all the confidence that you want, but have some class. There's a difference between confidence and class. Because I know back in the 70s, I've seen pictures of my mother and my father with some, my father had on some platforms and some bell bottoms, and my mother had on a mini skirt and go-go boots. Okay, but
Yeah.
her ass wasn't out. She had beautiful legs, but her ass wasn't out. There's a difference between confidence and class.
Yep.
But
Yep.
see,
If
even
I'm on
back
the
then
beach, I'm
though,
wearing a one piece on.
they had on them go-go boots and put on them hollow boots, and they shook that ass to that tone come loose. They was out there doing it
Here
too.
you go with the
They were,
bars.
but they still had some class. It was
But
class
Yes.
with
yeah,
it
it was some
though.
class
Yes,
about it.
yes.
It was some
Yeah.
class with it. Now
Yep.
it's just no. I was on that boat and I was like, everybody got ass out. Even the kids got ass out.
I'm
The
beating
the
ass.
young people. It was
Uh-uh.
just. I was like, dang.
Yep.
Cheeks for days, right? I know. Cheeks
Big
for
and
days.
small. Big and
Big.
small.
Listen, I don't care if you a 2 or a 22. Everybody need a girdle, which ain't nothing but a girdle, which ain't nothing but a spank to put some control to it.
I'm like this. When I moved out here, I seen so much. Oh Lord, Lord. I thought California was bad. Boy, I came out here, 'cause the women are a little bigger out here, you know, and I stopped. Look, I stopped worrying about mine because I see some girls and some shit that it was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, and don't go to the beach.
But listen though, Anonymous, that's what I meant when I was sharing with someone asked about a couple of months ago. What did I mean by that? There was, regardless of what people think, at one point there was this condensation with the South and the North. People prided the South for the Southern hospitality and family and community and stuff like that. And then they
Mhm.
prided the North on textiles, money, and honestly and brains. Okay, so we
Mhm.
looked for the South for certain things. Now the South is just as ratchet as the North. I'm sorry to
Man,
say
Yep,
it.
they
I'm
are.
sorry to say it.
I'm trying to tell you,
I'm sorry to say it.
I ain't seen this level of ratchetness. I was like, woo, okay.
I'm from
It used to
Florida, and
you
I see
you
all
used
type
to
of bodies
couldn't
in Florida.
you used to couldn't dress in front of Big Mama or my Dukes any kind of way in the South. Now my Duke's just as ratchet as you is.
Okay.
I just gotta speak for, I really feel prompted to say something right now because, um, like, I'm a soca baby. If you know, you know. And I've always seen, like, during carnival time, like right now it's Caravana, it's Canada's carnival in
Right.
Toronto. And I've always seen, you know, the female form in its all its glory. Now the types of costumes have changed. I never knew what a wire bra was until I was an adult. But um, I've always seen that. So that was your place to let it all out. But you would have to be restrained. I also grew up in a household where I had to wear, if I was wearing a dress, I would have to wear a slip. I would have to wear a slip.
Oh,
And
baby, I
not,
still own 4. Okay.
I would have to wear a slip, and I didn't know what a demi bra or what all these different half bras or I didn't know. I knew what a bra was. You understand that the old Jewish people that owned the what you call it, the lingerie store that you would go buy your slips. That was where I grew up, like
Yep.
in Crown Heights, like that whole situation, that scene, because they knew they would make the petticoats and the hoop skirts or whatever, the hoop slips to go up under certain types of dresses or whatever. That's just how. But I did see all throughout my ages growing up. Like I'm not gonna lie, I've participated in carnival. I have carnival pictures in those elaborate feathers. Yes, yep. But I also know what fit my body.
And
Just because they make it in
and you
my
know
size,
what?
don't mean I gotta wear it.
I don't disagree with what you're saying, Grady. I don't agree with what you're saying. However, if your portfolio does not say $1 million, then if your children do not have a bank account at least with $1,000 in it, no, it's not the idea if you can afford it. Yeah, you can afford it.
Well,
I ain't gonna
Grady
lie,
said half of y'all
I'm doing pretty
participate.
cool though, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing pretty cool. But
Listen,
it'd be like, see, I'm guilty of that. Let me show y'all something. Like, see, here go my
Your
son
kid,
right
your
here,
kids
right?
good bad. Your kids get bad grades, and you ban them $200 gym shoes.
Oh
These ain't
no,
no
that was
The
$200
that.
fuck?
shoes. These motherfuckers about like 600. These some Balenciagas. He got on some Balenciagas, but see, look, here go. This is birthday. He got on some Gucci's. But it's like I'm cool. You see what I'm saying? I ain't the richest, but shit, hell, if I'm walking around with fucking $3,000-$4,000 shoes on, shit, hell, why my son can't? Shit, fuck it. But a motherfucker bills paid. I bet he ain't hungry. You know what I'm saying? He big to the motherfucker. You see he having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. It'd be like, but
Damn.
I do have a portfolio. I do have investment. I do have investments in all sorts of what like I got investments in MGM. I got investments in AMC. I got investments in game. What is it? The fucking GameStop. Fucking all type of shit. But cryptocurrency, all type of shit. But
And guess what, Matt?
a
That's
nigga doing,
that Mac.
you
That's
know.
that's nice. But when you do the statistics, the average person, the average African American, do you know that only 8% of African Americans own their homes?
You see what I'm saying?
Only 8%.
Only eight
That's
eight
very
percent.
low.
8%. That's low.
That's very
Very.
low.
That's low. That's low.
and you also have to consider the practice of predatory lending, redlining, not being able to buy a home in a
I
community or a
the I
neighborhood
can
that
guess
you
what I take in consideration all that too.
and it's
The
still
only thing that
low.
I'm saying
It's
is
still
that
low.
at some point, people got mad at Bill Cosby because he was saying, pull your pants up and stop buying. Jordan, no, he don't care that you're buying his shoes.
No, he
It costs
No,
don't.
$2. It costs $2 to make a shoe.
listen, Jordan said he didn't make his sneakers for the hood. He made it for the other persuasion playing tennis. That is significant in of itself. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a sneaker connoisseur. I'm a sneakerhead. It must be because I'm from New York. I'm a sneakerhead. I have Air Force One. I have certain pairs that's exclusive that you may not see again. You know how they redo them and put them back out every year? There's certain ones that I will buy or whatever. Um, and I'm not buying it for myself if all three of us ain't having it.
So
Sometimes I
you
buy
basically
like
talking about exclusive.
Right, the exclusive drops,
Okay,
like the exclusive ones or whatever. Like right,
gotcha.
like I think
Okay.
last month the AJ ones dropped. It was the cement pair. My daughter and my son got them. I could have bought them for myself, but I didn't need to because I have other exclusives. You see what I'm saying? And so it's about wanting to see them, and then there's certain things that I don't like. I'm different. I have one son, so guess what? My son stays in Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren and Gap. Can't go wrong with Gap. Gap is a throwback. He stays
Well,
in Ralph Lauren, and he
everybody.
probably like,
Hey,
you
you
spend in
see,
Ralph Lauren.
she like we are the highest consumer. You know why we are the highest
Yep.
consumer? Because it's easy to go save up for them Gucci shoes, but some motherfuckers don't have the knowledge to even know how to play with these banks' money instead of playing with your money. You see what I'm saying? Some people don't
That's a
have the knowledge
fact.
of that, and so it's easy to save some money, especially if you're an only child. Easy to save some money and buy your kids some shit like that. But some people don't know how to play with these banks' money. They don't have the knowledge of that yet. So so it's kind of easy to go splurge and go buy some shit before I go actually invest and do some shit with my money. As far as black people, I think.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and this is
A lot of us
why
will
the
never try
government
it.
the government understands that, and the government understands that, and this is why you know multi minor families, meaning families with multiple children that are minors, when tax time come around, they target the parents because the checks come in the parents' name, right? So who's spending the money? The parents. And if you target, the ignorance within the community, you're going to allow for all that wealth and income to just bypass and stream right on back out as it enters. Come in and come out, in and out, and that's how it is.
And see that one thing I will be very grateful for our mom showing us certain things, how to budget, how to, if you want something, you budget for it, or and the only thing I didn't learn was investing, but I've seen different things, so I kind of had to teach myself just a little bit, but um like before I moved out here, I was doing all right, but when you move someplace else, you got to start over and do things, so that kind of holds you back. But as you grow, you start, and then as your budget grows, that's when you are able to afford to invest and do things like that. Um, and I'm almost at that point, just get, a little bit more, a little bit more. But my mom did show us how to at least, you know, pull back on your cash and make sure basic things are paid, and then kind of careful with your splurge. Don't get something that's too far out if you ain't got it like that. So I mean, that's the one thing I have to, my hats off to my mom, because she showed it. I mean, because we grew up poor. I mean, she showed us how to budget and get what you want, you know and how to end up owning anything that you want. So she was really a visionary when it came to the future, and our futures. She's very much a visionary. And it wasn't just me that she taught to be independent. She taught my brothers too. And she really, really, really taught them everything that they needed to know, you know, not not necessarily that they wouldn't have a woman, but when you're on your own, to be able to cook, do your own thing. If you have a woman and she wants to chooses to do everything for you, that's fine. But she was like, you guys got to learn how to survive on your own, in your own space, not no roommates and things like that. That's what she was teaching us, is how to stand on our own 2 feet completely. And I really give her that. Taught us a lot of things, how to keep jobs, how to get. She was really on her shit, and I really, every day I see her, I say thank you for being my mom, man, because I see a lot of things, and I say wow. And I have to realize not everybody's mom is savvy to show certain things, because they're going through things as they have the kids, which my mom did too. But I mean, she wasn't. I mean, she just took the time to show us how to be by ourselves and be good with that, not just from a physical standpoint, but a mental standpoint as well as a spiritual standpoint. And I don't know what, and I know there is plenty of kids, their parents teach them things, they don't listen. I see it a lot, and it makes me sad because it's like, wow, when are you gonna like learn, man? But everybody grows at their rate. Some people have to do it the hard way, and it's sad, but it's true.
Well, one thing, just to piggyback on that, you know, coming up in a big family of 10, after I graduated from college, I knew how to make a dollar, save a dollar. And before I left to go out on my own, I had $25,000 of my own money. Not asking parents for nothing, no way, shape, or form.
Good job.
To this day, now that I have kids at an older age, because I didn't want kids at a younger age. I was doing too much in my life. I went back to school to get my master's in business. I was working full time, married with my first child, in school full time, doing a double major. So for all that's out there that say that it can't be done, yes, it can. All my kids are set up for life, whether they go to college or not. What you do with your money when you turn 18, that's on you. My hands are off of it. I did my job. I still continue to give them what they need, but I do it in a rewarding way. You're going to keep them grades up because, like I said, I'm old school.
Nothing wrong with that.
My next thing is home ownership for my children so they can carry on the legacy once I'm gone. That's how I build up. I work for my children.
That's okay. Like for, I think I mentioned before, but like for myself, my daughter owns her own escort. My daughter owns her own escort, and she you know, she gives back to the community. She does a lot of giving back and stuff like that. We do because I'm the vice president of her company. She's the CEO and the president, and I'm the vice president. And her godmother is the treasurer. It's the three of us. We hire workers when we have events or whatever. But she's also she also holds a bachelor's in criminal justice from John Jay at the age of 22. She earned it at 21. In addition, she's at Cornell for the summer virtually, taking business management to shore up and secure her business on the business side, and she's getting ready to sit for her LSAT to get into law school, and pursue her Juris Doctorate, all at the age of 22. Now, my goal was to provide a space, a safe space and a safe environment. She wanted to go away to bus. You live in the city. She wanted to go away to bus to be with her friends and them, but it was a party school. I allowed her to stay home. And not allowed her, but I encouraged her to the point of argument, like damn near drag out fight about going away to school. And I don't want her to live her best life. And I was like, it's not about living your best life. After you live your best life, are you going to have knowledge in your head? Or you have. Thank you so much, honey.
First off, I'm supposed to get your head.
Well, so good to see you. We'll be after this, gentlemen, okay? Thank you. It's right out here to the right. Thank you so much. Will you have retained any information in your head after you would have went away to school? Now, with that being said, she learned while during the And then she even taught me. And that's another thing. Never be afraid to let the youth teach you. You know what I'm saying? Because she taught me how to trade fiat currency, crypto.
Thursday.
She was able to teach me how to trade crypto, fiat currency, the USD against the euro, and things of that nature, just for example. So with that being said, she's able to put a down payment on a car for me, surprising and everything with it. In addition to that, she taught her brother at the age of 7 how to do the same. I was on the phone with a sister of mine, and she was like, "Wait, is that Don talking about he want to invest in Nike?" And I was like, "Yeah, he know how to trade, like, but you gotta start them off, like, especially when you're a first generation, like, graduate, if you hold degrees or whatever, you gotta start them off, like, for me, my goal is to start them off with something that belongs to them, that can't be taken away. That's just me, though.
Let me tell you something. Y'all women better stop messing around with the goddamn married men. Y'all be out here playing fifth factor with your life. Messing with that woman, man. Knowing good goddamn well this man married. I don't care how unhappy he tell you he is. I don't care how soon he say he finna leave. Let me tell you something. That woman done jumped the broom and she finna jump all over your ass to keep her man. This 25-year-old woman was caught in a married man's house by the wife, and she got her whole block knocked off. Check this shit out.
CMPD says 25-year-old Tyra Crosby was shot and killed at a home on Porter Street, just off Roselle's Ferry Road, early Tuesday morning. They say the homeowner, 51-year-old Stephanie Alexander, came home to find a stranger inside. That stranger was Crosby. Alexander shot Crosby, killing her. Alexander then called 911 and cooperated with police when they arrived. She's now facing voluntary manslaughter charges.
Now the woman mama gonna get on here and say she believed that her daughter would never go to a married man's house. That ain't how she raised her. But it's clear that this mistress been coming to this man's home for a while now. That wasn't her first rodeo around the bush, beloved. And then let's just say it was her first time. Any married couple that lives together and love each other is gonna have pictures in their home, makeup and tampons in the bathroom, panties in the goddamn dirty hamper, lashes by the sink, something. So you mean to tell me you seen all this evidence laying around this married man's house, and you knew it was a possibility that this woman could come home at any time and catch you in the bed with Craig? Ain't no remorse or feelings when you out here messing with married material, male or female, married man or married woman. Men don't play about their wife, and some women don't play about their husband. This wife happened to be one of them ones. Y'all gotta stop out here messing around with these goddamn no good, cheating married heifers. Cause this woman just lost her life at the tender age of her prime of 25 over a married man that's old enough to be her father. The wife surrendered to police and was charged with manslaughter. She bonded out on a $250,000 bond as soon as she got fingerprinted. Now comment below if you think the husband should be the one charged with the murder too. Comment below if you think this married woman gonna beat the case because the other woman was in the house. Do y'all think that this girl just simply didn't know what was going on with this man being married and got caught up in a catch-22 at the age of 25? What would you do if you was messing around with somebody and they never told you that they was married, and you out at the Cheesecake Factory and Longhorn at a restaurant, McDonald's, Starbucks, and this married woman walk in there to get her akukapa bubulada, and she see you in there with her man, and she put out that fire on your ass, but you ain't even know what was going on? What would you do? Y'all mothers gotta start teaching y'all daughters about these kind of stories so they'll never become a victim. Because there's a lot of women out here messing with married men talking about they don't owe the wife no loyalty. Guess what? She gonna bust a cap in your ass. Y'all comment below and let me know what you think. Y'all like this video. Y'all make sure y'all send this to all your friends. Make sure you share this video with somebody that
What the fuck?
Nino Brown. Nino is a fool. Nino is a fool.
That nigga started tripping.
Hey man, that's what we about to talk about in Clubhouse, man. We about to get off here, man. The conversation, we gonna be back on here later on for Gangland After Dark. But the conversation for the Clubhouse is she covering up for the husband, and should he be charged as well? We about to talk about it in Gangland, man. Hey, put your Instagrams in the chat. If y'all got Instagrams, we add y'all to the group chat on Instagram, the Gangland group chat. We got, put your Instagrams down there, and or come into the Clubhouse and put your Instagrams in there as well. If you a moderator, slither through the Clubhouse. We about to start taking these wrenches, man. Y'all got to start popping into that Clubhouse and see what's going on. So, hey,
Whole lot of gang shit.
Come on, man. Subscribe to the channel. Pop out, man. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. It's Gangland TV, man. Hey, Gangland After Dark coming in tonight. Strong tonight.
After dark.
Gangland After Dark is coming in
man.
strong tonight.
I'm gonna bring out the smooth boys, baby.
With her cookies. Angel coming with the cookies and Rose coming with the voice.
I'm gonna bring out that smooth voice tonight.
People on stocking in the building.
Cover up. Yeah, okay. Come on, man. Hey, hit the link, man. Subscribe to the channel. Slap that notification bell. Hey, cover up, man. Hey, what's going on in Gangland? Man, they just got everything going on out here, man. What's going on? Come on, man. Hit the link, man. I'm about to drop the link to the club.
A whole lot of gang shit.
Man, a whole lot of gang shit, man. That shit crazy, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Tap in, man. Hit the link to the Clubhouse. We'll be back later on for Gangland After Dark, man. Y'all know what it is. I'll see y'all.
Money. Hey, nigga, these ain't handguns, Dracos and all blackouts. Just hit a dick, bitch, and made that whole tap out. She was from the wreck, I promise I'll brew her back out. Come to the city for a month, then I'm back out. Gotta move swift, I don't know what these lanes on. In another nigga trenches, know I got my chains on. In my phone talking stupid, know you getting banged on. I just called my nigga lawyer, told him I need bang home. They just do it for the clout, let them get their fame on. When we catch niggas in traffic, we gon' play the game wrong. How you do it on them songs, nigga, keep that same tone. We was there late, we was finna shred your gang moan, nigga. I was surprised when I heard that shit was mine. Probably mad as bitch left him in a fuck one of the guys. How you doing all that rapping? You don't even come outside. You ain't even ride striker when all of your niggas died. Child with a bitch. Okay, they Bonnie and Clyde riding through the Bronx. We ain't looking for Nicki Minaj. They lose a member every month. I know them niggas tired. And every time they bumping to us, niggas cry. Nigga, so watch how you approaching us. Doug try to sign me, I'ma do it just to catch his bluff. Gon' get his fucking head bust, trying to show it tough. We gon' drop a whole 100 shots so they know it's us. It's 09 off the drink, he moving slow, so we gon' be late. When we should've been there first, we in the C8. Gave his ass his own concert, took him to see Drake. Every nigga around me stay dangerous, no, we don't be safe. I don't think baby know how much them niggas down. Tell baby we put all that nigga friends out of bounds. Global, yeah, we'll tap that head out of town. Can't be serious, I think dog a fan, how he sound. The last I said he ain't dying, but he did. Well, how the fuck that nigga died with his kids? Hey, the lane that nigga died in the crib. Rose got sons, go get your brother back. Lucky got hit in her shit, Dang got hit in this shit, Boom got hit in this shit, Pay got hit in this shit, Lonnie got hit in this shit, Rudy got hit in this shit. I can take your ass to murder school, I'm pulling homie skid. Trev ass died and came back, he a zombie, bitch. I hate niggas, man, I should've been a Nazi, bitch. First body, I smoked the nigga boost with all my ice on. Duke ass was claiming ATB, now his life gone. They took that nigga John face off like his lipo. All the city girls acting up, I want a white hoe. We'll paint your motherfucking whip like we Mako. Bitch, I'm booted off 3 drugs with a Draco. Niggas talking like they on that gay Duke at 32. Woo was talking choppy, now he can't even go hit the stool. Get her on my DM, fuck around and hit your boo. The chopper wake a nigga up and put his ass back on snooze. Fuck some pants, I would've knocked Trey out his shoes. Every time we hit a nigga block, that shit make the news. That nigga died with his mama, this shit ain't got no rules. Goofy ass little nigga should've stayed his ass in school. Dame ain't wanna come home, he got his pop shot. Gerald got his puncher took, he a op now. It's 2 a.m., I'm in the bushes on the op block. Don't reach for these, that's that shit that got dot shot. Fuck Helmet Lang, on my ops swear helmets gang. Izzo took 2 Cardis and 11 chains. I'm 2-4, we done scored on 11 games. I know my ops ain't no shit, we done let them hang. I threw up, how the fuck I'm with some dead niggas? Lonnie got a face shot, now his head bigger. Go on strap and drop something, this ain't head did it. We got the whole city screaming, fuck them dead niggas. Nigga, 2-4. You old ass lame. Nigga, 2-4. Y'all niggas need to get back, nigga. Fuck. Know what the fuck going on? None of my niggas gone. We all here. Let me do a head count in this bitch. Alright, everybody here. The fuck? Cash gang, nigga.
Niggas know me, been off the points like back when. Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.
Gangland, we around this motherfucker, man.
Oh, man, bitch, stand on that. To the head, I'll show a nigga's feelings. My 9th and Wood nigga, up the street from the village.
We ain't in it, you niggas don't throw no blocks, we ain't in it.
Smack thing about Mackie, he gon' stand on business. Make sure you put him down, never leave a witness. No love for the suckers, never on forgetting. Stomp down on these niggas, cause niggas is big. Ooh, about to blow something. Man got the stick, about to hold something.
Ooh, y'all know what it is. It's Gangland TV the SitDown live. Hit the like button. Don't be boosty. And subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell, man. That shit easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Subscribing, that's free as fuck. Hit the notification bell, that's free as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That shit's free.
Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like